So, long story short, just be aware
I'm back.
that
Sorry about
there may or may not be a mimic
back.
running about. So,
Oh, joy.
just give any suspicious inanimate objects a bit of a jab every now and then.
Sure.
You guys continue down the street. Various passerbys wave at the lot of you.
Oh, that's nice.
I scowl at them.
And everyone seems to be quite cheery in this city. You come through and you go into the bookstore. I didn't hear anything you guys do. So anyway, you come through into the bookstore and then the children are sort of hanging around Lillian. And she's like, and so the swan flew and lived happily ever after. Then she eyes a lot of you. Oh, welcome.
Hi.
I would like to sacred flame her book. Nah. It's fucking swan book. Hey, yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about the mimic and
oh, it's all
mine
good. Surprised me.
situation, and then we came down here to try and find out more about the Forest of Vida, I think it was,
Yeah.
to the east with the snake.
Pretty accurate.
Cool. So I'll go up to the proprietor and say, hello, do you happen to have any books on the Forest of Vida to the east?
With an old frail hand, a croaky woman voice, she goes, "Didn't you come in just the other day with a friend asking about the same book? I may be old, but I don't forget."
She's like an elephant.
We did, well, he did, but he scarpered before informing any of us
Oh,
about what the book actually contained, so
that's a shame.
yeah.
I haven't finished transcribing the book. So,
well,
if you had any
do-
questions you wish to ask me instead, I could probably
that'd be-
answer you.
Excellent. Does the book speak at all about the spider's infestation there, or the big snake?
By snake, I assume you mean the Serpent of Vida. Yes, the snake has been there for many decades now. As for the spiders, they've only... She turns around. Lillian, since how long has it been since the spiders have come into the Forest of Vida? And Lillian sort of like cocks an eyebrow and says, oh, about maybe 10, 20 years? Oh no. There are always spiders there, but how big were they?
The size of people, maybe a bit bigger.
Oh. Well, that's not in the book, is it, Margaret? And she turns and goes, no, not that I remember. And I'm old, but I have a good memory.
I think you said that one already. I don't know if you forgot.
And then she goes, the spiders, they used to be big, but maybe only the size of this chair. Which is actually still bigger than a human. But like, she means that it's smaller than what you guys are describing.
Yeah. I'm imagining
And then
she
she's
means
just
like dog-sized.
Only maybe... I mean, if they increased in size, it must have only been the last few weeks. We had a scholar who traveled through it and came back to us with a bit of a report. Then Lillian, her face lights up and then she takes a few steps forward and then she looks at the lot of you trying to figure out which one of you is the more learned, like booksy. I think the answer's pretty obvious, to be honest.
Yeah.
You have a great many tattooed trees here. I am quite...
And then she goes, have you been to L6 recently? to Ties?
Yes, we actually came from there about be about a week now, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we just came from there fairly recently.
Ah, good, good. Do you have anything about the war or the lands of L6 that you could tell us?
Funny you should say that, and I shrug off my backpack, fumble about for a bit, and then pull out all my notebooks and stuff, and say, I've taken some notes on what I've come across there during my travels. I'm not
And
sure
how
how much
about
you'll
this?
find interesting.
We'll trade our notes on the Forest of Vida with your notes on the region of L6. Some of our books have been lacking updated copies of the L6 region.
That sounds like a good deal to me. One stipulation, though, I'd like to be the one that transcribes my books. Some of it's personal and private.
That's fine. I'll transcribe the books on the Forest of Vida.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'll turn to the rest of the guys and say, this might take a while if you guys want to go explore the festival. I'll find you again when I'm done here.
Lillian sort of steps to the middle of the room, lays down, sort of sinking slightly into the floor as she opens up a blank book and starts to write.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of hours.
Alright, but what do you guys want to do? I see.
Yeah, that's about the scope of it, actually. I don't know, maybe just have a bit of a walk around because I haven't truly explored.
I keep lagging out.
I just want to explore the city because I haven't really taken the chance to have a good look around.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Did we
do
decide
that.
on what we're doing?
Yeah, but
Did you
we'll
cut
be-
out?
Yeah, I'm dropping out for like 2 or 3 minutes at a time.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, Jesus.
So I pretty much missed whatever happened since we walk in.
Aw.
Have you tried cable internet?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
He used to live here, remember?
Oh, no, I mean in Melbourne.
Do you have cable there?
And he's gone.
Oh my god, this is so triggering.
You want to
Alright.
try full reboot? See if it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's not my computer, it's my fucking router.
Yeah, but
Just do the IP config release renew thing.
And flush DNS.
and he's gone again.
It's really
No, I'm
hard to
still
tell.
here. I'm just
Ah.
looking at shit. I don't think that's
What?
the problem.
Why would you be looking at shit? I mean, there's better things to look at, isn't there?
Don't judge me.
Not the answer I expected. Kudos to you, sir.
Well, I guess whilst we sort of wait for Thorin, for Tobias, you would know. Like, she basically starts to draw all these things, and as she trades notes with you, you start to pick out the landscape of the Forest of Vida itself, as well as the types of spiders that have been last seen inhabiting it. And there are also some fringe stories that sort of talk about the village of Spryford and Spryden, like to the north and south of the Forest of Vida.
I'm like copying out, transcribing out all my notes that are, all my notes that like don't reference the seventh or any of the weirder stuff we've encountered. Just like mundane information.
I won't be super specific with what plants you're gonna need, but I'll just tell you this and you just write it down so you remember.
Okay.
Alright, so there are certain combinations of plants that are going to be needed to resist the poisons that some of the spiders have, i.e. the paralysis one. Resist as in it's going to give you advantage on your constitution rolls to, like, pass them.
Okey-doke.
And then there are also going to be... I'll actually type out the stuff that you need. Then you also know that the layout of the Forest of Vita, the main road travels throughout the entire forest. The forest itself is quite dense, but you do know that there has been sightings of various burrows and like spider holes in the floor all along the forest itself as well.
Okey-dokey.
So that suggests sort of like an underground cavern area for where the spiders are coming from, but a good majority of the spiders do roam around the tops of the trees, and you know that there's been sightings of 2 types of spiders. One you've already met, the other one seems to be a sort of like a big fat tarantula. It moves slow, but it's also very meaty and armory.
Okay.
Those are about the things that you're able to get from this transcript.
Do the tarantula spiders, do they have paralysis poison as well? Or are they just tanky?
They do not.
Okay. So 2 types of spiders, big forest, burrows throughout, spider holes, underground network, etc. And I've got like instructions to counteract paralysis.
Yep.
Cool.
And she just tells you like, oh, you can probably just take that to the herbalist and she'll make some for you. Makes it easier, less time consuming.
Excellent. Thank you for your help. And I'll hand over my my transcribed notes. Say, this is everything from my journals about the general area, the population.
They include the disappearance of overgrowth and the turtle?
I
And
think
Rambar?
I would have, but I didn't like mention Narcissus
Yep, all good.
or anything.
Gotcha.
I won't mention the turtle. I'll just mention that the city is floated out to sea.
Gotcha. Okay, noted.
As cities so often do.
What is that sorcery that you just gave me, Jacob? What the hell?
It's just whatever I do whenever my internet fucks up.
Okay, because it seems to be working.
Cool.
Okay, that would have taken an hour or so, I would think. So if the others want to do their stuff, I'll.
Alright, I'm wandering
chill here for a
outside.
bit.
So what's there to do on a day like this?
You see everyone heading towards the marketplace. Very jovial, a lot of them in various well-dressed forms.
Sure, I guess we'll go to the marketplace then.
Yeah, sounds good.
I wouldn't mind getting some proper traveling clothes instead of just like these sackcloths that I'm wearing.
And if we get a copper fine, I kind of want to spend all my money. Just
Why?
saying. So they can't fine us.
That's not how that works.
That's exactly how it works. They can't take our money if we have none.
I put my hand on Longshaw's shoulder and I'd be like, "Are you okay?"
No.
Alright, time to get. Let's get. Oh, I've got common clothes. I'm not wearing sack. My common clothes, they look normal, but they've still got like sword gashes and stuff in them, even though like I've been healed underneath it.
Oh my god, you're covered in blood. Don't worry, it's not mine.
Not everyone knows where the clothes master is. Or maybe you don't. Shit, I don't know.
I have no
It's your
idea.
brains, not mine.
Let's just go look around, look
It's
for store
literally
signs.
the first. Yeah, you did that.
I mean,
Just-
all the shops have signs, so
Yeah.
we can just look down the
Let's
road.
let's check it out. Oh, I think this is it down here. I mean, it's like a. This looks pretty. I mean, look at that shit right there.
It's really faded.
It is really faded. I like to think that it's not a sign that hangs from the wall. It's actually just something that's embedded in the floor and has been snowed on.
So you sort of.
I'm not sure if it's a needle and thread or a plow.
No, it's needle and thread. I can just see it.
I don't know if that was a real question that he just asked.
Me.
So you guys
Yeah.
come up to you see various clothings sort of hanging outside and they're flapping around. Eventually, you open
I
the
take
main
all of them.
door. You open the door, and then inside you see two women, fairly well dressed, talking to this clothes master. And he just finally makes his last little adjustments as they pay, and then he's just like, "Oh, you two look lovely. Go and enjoy the festival." And then they turn around and, "Yeah, woohoo!" And they
Is this guy like one of the one of those guys who does fashion and is just like obnoxiously gay?
He could be.
Does he
I'm
have
waiting
does
it.
he does he do the voice? Let's see if the voice happens. Good day, good sir.
Why, hello there. You
Oh,
look
Christ.
quite dapper. Oh, look at those
Does he- does he-
holes in your traveler. And then he does a few hand gestures pointing to the
I
holes.
was gonna say, does he have gay hands as well? But apparently he does.
Sure, why not? The token looks like he does. And then he puts a hand up to his chest and says, "It will be my honor to restore your beauty, sir."
I just look back over my shoulder at Longshore. Does he look like he's about to attempt to shoot this guy even though he doesn't have a bow? Oh, that's okay. It would be nice to have something better to wear, but we're travelers, we're adventurers. We get into scuffles outside city limits. And so
Then that
perhaps
means
something
you
that's
need
a little bit more
two
durable.
sets of clothes, one for inner city travel and the other for outer.
I'm a bit of a pragmatist. I would prefer to just have one for both.
Ah, well, I've never heard of clothing that is resistant to sword strikes and tears. Otherwise, I'd be out of a job.
I'm not looking for armor, just have something warm.
Ah, warm I can do.
Like, I
Stick
looked
your
down at
hands
myself
out.
and I've got like, oh, okay, I do so.
Let me take your measurements. And then
Oh,
he
Christ.
starts to... Doesn't even use like a measuring tape or anything, he just runs his hand along your entire body. Up and down, all over the place, even in between the crotch and under the armpits. Then he just holds a hand up and goes, I got it.
Did he just sniff it?
He goes,
Oh,
I got it.
Christ!
And then he walks over and then he picks,
Doran just falls to his hands and knees.
I'd like to believe. I genuinely would.
he picks out some
God.
traveling clothes that look reminiscent of some L6 influence. It's got very green fabric and a bit of fur coming off the collar itself. And he goes, "This
Oh, cool.
will be perfect for winter travel. Keep you nice and toasty. Come on, put it on, turn around. Hold your hands behind your back.
Can I just put it on myself?
No, you might rip it with those bulging muscles of yours."
Oh, that's why he's doing this.
Come on,
I
turn around. He eyes Gaius. There's lats. And then he puts the clothes on you. They fit actually quite snugly. He actually measured it perfectly.
Oh,
And you're able to rotate your
good.
arms around without stretching the fabric whatsoever. And he goes, "How does that feel?"
good. Is it... So,
It's like
Wait,
a fox is caressing your neck, is it not?
how much for it? Just gonna cut to the chase. Finish this conversation as fast as possible.
This fine little piece will only be 6 gold and 4 silver.
Cool, I hand it over.
Ah, thank you.
I have no intention of haggling or even continuing
Come
conversing
again
with this man.
to Clothes Master Zim's clothing. We'd love to fit you out in
How
other-
long?
Yeah?
How long will it still be winter for? Like, can I just like?
Oh, about a month. A month and a half.
Okay, yeah, that's worth it. I don't want to fucking freeze my tits off. All right.
He eyes the other two. Now, what can I get the two of you?
Having seen this display and looking at my own clothes being pretty well spot on, is it colder here than what I'm used to, or is it
What
more-
clothing are you wearing?
I'm just wearing common clothes, to be honest. Yeah.
He's just like, well, if you've lived around this area, the cold might be okay for you, but if you want to attend the festival, you'll draw more eyes if you have fancier clothing, like the one over here. And he sort of walks all the way over to the rack again, and he sifts through them. And then he pulls one out. This one is sort of like a... So it's obviously like very fine clothing. It has a few golden embroideries running down the center of it, running along each of the buttons. It's sort of like a tuxedo, but yeah. But if that's not your style, I have something a little bit less dazzling.
I think something a little more, as I've forgotten his name, as Thorin said, a little more pragmatic, possibly.
Ah. Then another traveler's clothes it is. Wait, what animal do you like? And he searches through the stack.
Please
Wow.
say meerkat.
Yeah, fuck it. Meerkat.
A meerkat it is. Now this one is made of 17 meerkats, taken only the finest pelts of the bellies, the softest part. They will caress your skin like no other woman has caressed before. Stick your hands out and turn around.
What rational person could see that and not just break down crying?
It looks like the best looking Frankenstein that anybody's ever seen.
It's the meerkats, no!
I turn around reluctantly with a hand out.
He sticks the clothing on you. They fit somewhat less snugly than you'd have imagined, but it is very smooth against your skin, and it really does feel better than women touching you.
I doubt that, but anyway. I have to say,
Before, no jokes.
it's been that long. But no, seriously.
I haven't touched them.
Yeah, exactly. How much, good sir?
For 17 meerkats, only 4 gold pieces and 2 silver.
4 gold and 2 silver. I think that's quite a bargain, and I hand it over.
Yeah, the northeast part of them, we import a lot of meerkats from there. They make for good eating too.
Wait, if my clothes were 6 gold and 4 silver, they're like traveler's clothes, but are they like actually like super nice, or are they just normal?
No, they're actually really nice.
Well, so they almost don't even look like the.
They're basically traveler's clothes that keep you warm, but they also look more formal than just normal traveling clothes. It's like you could wear them to an event and people, oh, okay, well there you go.
Oh, so I actually
Seeing as you asked for pragmatism.
cool.
I just
Actually looks dressed up.
I just imagine what hunting meerkats would be like, and I just imagine like 2 guys, one like standing over a burrow with a big hammer, and the other one with a big pair of scissors, just waiting.
Holy shit.
And then he turns his attention to Longshore. And what of you, sir?
I'm
Has
afraid
Longshore-
to ask this.
Has Longshore
But I-
ever worn a shirt?
No?
I am
He's-
currently
he's-
bare-chested
Yeah.
underneath my cloak,
Yeah, your nipples are
Which
sort
is-
of a little bit nipply due to the cold.
which is full of holes.
You could have.
Can I get a
You can
new
cut
shirt?
glass with those things.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could like cut glass with them. Break
and
into.
and a heavy-duty cloak, preferably with a hood,
A heavy-duty cloak with a hood, and what was the other one?
and just a new tunic.
Ah, why of course. Let me take your measurements. Stick your hands out for me, please, he says. He He runs his hands along the inside of your arms, right up to your pecs, and then he flicks your nipple once, and then goes, ah, so nipply. I'll have to change the material of the clothing, else your nipples will chafe in the cold.
It's like one of those door stoppers. Just
Oh my god!
He's just like,
What is wrong with you two? Both of you and Wes.
he goes over
There's a
and he
lot.
takes up some clothing, and he comes back and he holds it out in front of you, and then he goes, hold on. What animal skin would you like to make from this cloak?
I'm gonna
Please don't say human. Please don't say human.
I'm gonna say dwarf.
Ah, dwarven skin. Oh, I'm sorry, that's quite a rarity these days. You'll have to travel further into the Trident. I simply can't get that stock out here.
You could wear dwarven skin. That's a thing. Holy shit! What is wrong with Vestergaard?
What about halfling?
No, halfling's forbidden. It sort of
Aw.
makes the government officials unhappy.
Alright, but in all seriousness, I just like a heavy cloak.
Alright,
Something really tough, strongly stitched.
I can do that. And then he hands you a new tunic. The material itself is unlike any other tunic that you usually wear, presumably to prevent nipple chafing. And then he hands you a fairly large cloak.
There's like silk patches where my nipples are.
Oh my god.
And as he hands it over to you, he just says, oh, that'll be 8 gold and 6 silver pieces total.
Was
Alright,
it this guy who designed the illusionary gauntlet that we went through?
I basically like throw the money at him and like as I'm running out. Oh god!
He's just like, come again. 'Cause I know I will. Because I work here.
Oh my god!
Because I work here. I work here, okay? Relax.
I leave. I've never left anywhere faster.
How much did you say that was? Sorry, 6 and 8?
8 gold, 6 silver.
Oh, okay.
And I slowly walk out with my new meerkat vest.
I feel violated. We should get Tobias to come here.
Am I not pretty enough?
Did any of you watch the video I said?
Yeah. That's exactly how I imagined it, actually.
So, Tobias, you sort of exit the bookstore just as everyone else finishes shopping for their new clothes, and then you pop out and you see them in their fancy new wares. Looking quite dapper and quite formal.
Yeah,
Hey, Tobias, come here.
Oh, he's
One moment, I've dropped out.
Tobias,
There we go.
vanishes.
Tobias, plus.
Okay, there I am.
So yes,
Welcome
we
back
called
from
him
the dead.
over.
Yeah, I like wave, walk over. Hello. I see you've had a bit of a change of wardrobe.
We have indeed. You should absolutely check this place out. The guy who suited us up is fantastic.
Yeah, you'll love him.
His customer service is just second to none.
Okay, Thorin and Longshore agreeing on something is suspicious. So,
We often
check.
You can do so, but everyone else can roll it. Well, I'm assuming you're just going to help each other, so the both of you roll your deceptions, and he has to pass both. Oh, well, welcome. Good
You
luck
never
with
know,
your
we might
deception.
get
Yeah,
I can
20.
still try.
If we both get in that 20.
Can I click? Okay. Oh, come on!
Oh,
Oh, it's actually really. We did so well.
Oh, so
Yeah.
close. Yeah,
I
you
know
see
you
right through
do.
him.
Yeah, I
Can
know
I
you
use
do
my
way too
inspiration to make Tobias roll again?
No, you can't affect someone else's
Oh, damn it.
like that.
I don't even have the inspiration anyway, so.
AFK for a bit.
But no, Aiden and Thorin agree all the time. He's like, Aiden, if you do that, they'll get really upset. And I say, I know.
well. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I can just like magic myself.
Oh yeah,
so,
Tobias, what clothing do you wear?
same thing I've worn since I left Lutheria, pretty much. So it's probably pretty banged up.
Fucking annihilated. Yeah, that's
Like,
that's the whole
it's-
reason we got new clothes.
It's like stabbed and torn in places, but it's not
Oh yeah.
like dirty or anything. I can magic it clean. And...
Probably still has like some cobbler's pegs on it from that time I almost killed you.
Yeah, that's why we got new clothes, because we were walking around like it was clean, but like our whole like clothes were riddled with
Yeah,
holes.
they just look quite dead. But the cold isn't really an issue for you, just because Lutheria itself is always cold.
Don't
Yeah.
clerics get mending as a cantrip?
I'll pass, thanks.
We can take
Suspicious that
mending, but
you're-
I haven't.
Yeah.
Alright, all jokes aside, the guy in there is super weird, but the clothing, as you can see, and I look down at myself and I say it's actually quite nice. It feels fantastic, and it looks pretty fucking good too.
Yeah,
Uh,
just bite down on a stick and go in there.
I'm good, thanks. I'm saving my money for other things. I can survive with what I've got.
It's like 5 gold.
Yeah, but not much left, and we've got a big expense on the horizon if that fine happens.
Fair enough.
That's why I said spend all your money now.
That's not how that works.
If we can't pay, they're just going to arrest us or something. So, yeah.
They're going to arrest what they can't see, and I pull my cloak over my head.
Well, how much gold do we actually have? I've got like 100.
I have just shy of 80.
87, and I've got 6 for the party pool.
If push comes to shove, I've got some valuable shit that I can pawn off. I've got diamonds, I've got like a platinum ingot, I've got like a fuckload of mithril.
That is true. We have a lot of diamond.
Yeah.
That
I
we
still-
already paid for.
Oh, we actually haven't gone into the negatives yet. All those diamonds that I've spent technically were for free.
I managed to barter us a good price. Got
Nice.
double what we usually get.
But like what I mean is like we already went halves for diamonds, so if we're gonna sell something to pay a fine, it should be them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like not halves, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I would like to hang on to the platinum and the mithril if at all possible, because I can make us some cool fucking shit with that.
Yeah, agreed. So what next?
I suppose we go check out what's happening in the marketplace. That's where everybody seems to be heading.
Oh yes, before I forget, I've got some
Aye.
information on the spiders in the forest.
Oh, cool. Which found out?
So there's 2 types of spiders in the forest. The ones we met already, the fast, nimble, big spiders with paralysis poison. And there's a second type that resemble like big tarantulas.
Can we just never fucking go there again? We
I
just
second
never
They
go
don't
there.
have paralysis poison, but they're much harder to kill than the other type.
How much
Pretty
bigger?
meaty.
How much bigger were they than the ones we already saw?
They're about the same size, but
You
they're
look at a picture, it's about
beefier.
1.5 times larger than the other.
there you go. About half again as large.
And they have no venom, so I'm assuming that their bite is just going to fuck us up.
Correct.
Great.
On the topic of venom, though, I've got a recipe for a potion that should at least help us resist the paralysis venom.
Awesome.
Oh, that's it.
Hmm.
Do you know how long it lasts for? Or is it just one bite?
I don't know. The book was written when the spiders were a fair bit smaller than they are at the moment, so I'm not sure how well
We
it's
might
going
have-
to translate.
We might have to like double dose or something.
Yeah. The proprietor mentioned that the alchemist in the market square should be able to mix us up some.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's handy.
And finally, there's when the books were written, there was evidence of a whole bunch of spider burrows throughout the forest. So there's probably like an underground tunnel network of some sort that they inhabit.
Thorin visibly shudders.
That's all I've got.
And as you finish those words, you hear a loud voice booming throughout all of the Trident. Very obviously, it's Hjalmir's voice, and it just says, My good people of the Trident and Vestergaard, thank you for coming into the Trident from all over the globe. As you are all aware, there is a fairly large festival going on in each of the districts. You're more than welcome for the next week to sleep on the streets if you wish, and I will have my good, faithful companion Sorora clear the whole city of snow. Sorora? And then you'll hear this sort of noise, and the entire city becomes a little bit warmer as the snow starts to sort of like vaporize and disappear.
Well, now they're just showing off.
Hopefully the snow disappeared. I can't tell.
I did. Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
I certainly don't mind having everything be warmer.
Yeah, that's why the signs were off. That's really cool.
Okay. Shall we head to the marker then? Get some this paralysis antidote.
Absolutely.
Fuck yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Alright.
As you all start to head towards the marketplace, you hear this cheers of various people, and I don't know, do you? Fucking, where did I put it? Oh yeah, there it is. You hear the cheers of various people as the stage of execution has various band members playing on it now, and jesters throwing torches and whatnot all over the place.
Oh wow.
And you see thousands and thousands of people gathering in the square. Various tables are set up for various feasts. There doesn't seem to be any specific rule in place as to who sits where. Everyone's sort of just mumbling about. And there are various tables with a lot of food to set out freely for you to take, as well as lines and lines of maids and whatnot.
I line up and I pile high.
How do you do the thing where you can rotate with your mouse wheeling?
Hold on, E.
That's the one.
I recognize this. Where's this from? I wanted to say Harry Potter for a moment there. It sounded like the thing that they play when they go through the portcullis gate first time.
So yeah, Longshot, you come up right up to the stage, joining a bunch of people, and you see everyone sort of juggling stuff around, doing backflips, and various girls dancing and whatnot in fairly suggestive clothing. And one of the jesters seemed to be like the host of this particular show, and then he's sort of like in between lyrics saying out to the crowd, when it hits midnight, there's going to be a little event that everyone can join in after the show is over.
I applaud.
It's a swingers party.
Have all of the stalls been like cleared away to make room for this feast? There's no like merchants about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thorin's just off to the side, just piling a plate super fucking high with just everything that they have, really.
Oh, actually, as you come up to one of the tables to get food, the maid turns to you and then she just asks what you'd like. As she holds a big
I would like
platter.
to. I will have at least 5 of everything.
With a fairly curt smile, she leans in a little bit and like does a little curtsy, and then starts to pile onto the platter. Lots and lots of food. Unimaginable amounts of food from all over the globe. You even see some L6 fishes and what's not that Vestergaard shouldn't be able to get. But well, now they can.
Oh, cool. I definitely go for that. Thorin misses home.
Is there any Lutherian field food on offer?
Across the other way. All the way at the far end, and you see, obviously Lutheria has spared no money in this particular endeavor, and they have set tables and tables of food that you immediately recognize from being from Lutheria. You know, a fair few fruits that only grow in the winter.
Excellent. I'm gonna go and indulge in nostalgia because it's been a while since I left.
Are there any like carnival games?
There could be.
I go for seconds with the Lutherian food because I've never tried it before.
Like I look around for carnival games.
All right. You wait for a little bit as you dance along to the music. Before long, one of the jesters at the stage, he sort of points out to the crowd and he just like does this huge come over here motion as though he's trying to look for a volunteer, and everyone's sort of like waving their hands saying, "Oh, pick me, pick me."
While they're doing that, I'm just looking for some of the local
wenches.
cuisine.
What are you looking for?
Some of the local cuisine that does not involve wenches.
Oh, then you know that most of the tables that you already see, they have the local cuisine put out already. And every now and again, some of the maids will come by and change out some of the dishes that have gotten cold and whatnot. But most of them remain pretty hot. And they're like covered in like the big metal platter thing. The little lid that you remove, and as you remove them, you see like this big smoked chicken inside.
I fill up a
And
platter.
obviously there are barrels lining the aisles of ale.
Oh, yes. Now that you mentioned the ale, I'll fill up a platter, take it over to here, grab myself a mug of ale, and enjoy.
You do that. And Tobias, you also talk to one of the maids and she picks out the various foods that you decide to eat. As the story.
Cool. Are there any empty, totally empty tables that we can just like muscle in on?
Yeah, if you look down that way, there should be quite a few.
There's one behind me that's empty.
Oh, there are some empty tables. Where is? Sure, he's all the
I'm
way
up
at
the
the
top
top right. Yeah. I'll go sit up there. Have great stage seats. One of the best seats in the whole place, I would wager.
And eventually, they hold out a hand, and on the stage, they try to pick out some volunteers. Longshore, how hard do you try to get picked out?
Like hard enough that it's clear that I would like to be picked, but not enough to make a fool of myself.
You can roll a 1d20. Anything above a 16, you get picked.
Yahoo! Oh.
You see instead one of the women nearby, she gets picked and she runs right up to the stage. One of the guards puts a hand on her bosom to lift her up onto the stage, and the jesters also pick her up. And initially they try to teach her how to juggle, but she fails at that completely. But then they bring out a fairly long skipping rope, and then they start to rotate it. And then she steps in trying to jump it. She does an okay job with it. She sort of like gets into the rhythm after the 4th or 5th jump, but always stuffs it up on like the 7th. And before long, she's asked to step off the stage.
I start booing her.
As
I was just imagining like it hooks her foot as it comes down and just like flips her.
and then she sort of comes back to her friends, and then like they sort of like talk to one another. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing! I know. And then,
That is exactly how I imagine. It's like, oh my god, so embarrassing. I know. Like, oh my god, can't even.
And then eventually, as the party starts to progress on, they try to pick out another person from the crowd. So you may roll another 1d20. This time, anything above a 13, you'll get picked.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
They pick you. And then they just.
I'm just gonna backflip onto the stage.
You can roll an acrobatics.
Here we go. Yep. I knew it. I knew it was gonna.
Aw, that sucks for you. You run up to the stage and the guards try to help you, but you sort of like brush past them and oh, it's okay, I got this. And then you take one step to do the backflip, and you backflip in midair perfectly, but you conk the back of your head on the edge of the stage, and then you pass out on the spot.
Nicely done. Round of
Hey
applause.
guys, watch this.
And then several people look at you with concern, but the guards are just like, huh. And he drags you away.
Yeah, I'll go up and like drag him back to this table that I'm sat at, and like plop him down on the seat next to me, and just wait for him to wake back up.
Oh, nope, the guards dragged me off. I think I'm in prison.
Oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, you get thrown in the room by yourself.
That's fair.
I just love that guard's response of just, oh.
And then as the main celebration starts to die down a tiny little bit, I feel bad for Aiden not being here now. But, you know.
I brought it on myself.
Then eventually one of the bards starts to sing. Everyone recognizes this as the bard song, and essentially it's like the tale of we can all be adventurers, but no one's going to remember our name. However, this song will live on for eternity as long as we continue to sing it, and that bards exist. And as they do so, they bring out this fairly large red rope, and then they set it on fire, and it sort of like stands in front of everyone.
Blind Guardian.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent choice.
Oh, hold on. When I fuck up with all the layers. Alright, I don't know where you guys are. Good work, man. Hey, thanks. Alright, so Longshore, you're in prison, unfortunately, but you're passed out. You're amongst several other drunks who are also passed out.
I'm not even drunk.
But for everyone else, they do see in front of the stage, there is a fairly large red rope that they've set alight, and it seems like it's going to burn for the entirety of the night. And the bard jester sort of steps forward, and he's just like, and now, as the bell tolls midnight, the people of Vestergaard, the people of Lutheria, and the people of L6, feel free to come up onto the stage and skip over this rope, signifying the start of a new year. The Festival of the Stars shall continue for the next week, and I bid you all to have a safe night. And then everyone sees various villagers start to run up to the front of the stage, and they hop over this burning rope.
I bid you all have a safe new year. Now, jump over this flaming rope.
I'll give it a go. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
When you try to
Up to
jump
you.
over this, you only need to roll an athletics check of 5. Jesus.
Almost whiffed it. Hup! I jump it. Don't go back to the table. Yay!
What does... Oh,
I go back to. Wait, that's right.
athletics check?
Yep, athletics check of 5.
As
Oh,
Tobias comes up, he'd see the 2 plates
Yeah.
on either side of Thorin.
Alright, the 3 of you guys, you get 1 point just added to like your resource or whatever. You can roll a 1d20. It basically acts like a luck point. You can roll a 1d20 and affect anything that you see. This one time. Once you use it, it's over.
Cool. Cool.
Affect anything we see in what sense?
Any attack rolls, any skilled like saving throws, or
Does it have to be
checks,
ours, or can we do it to someone else?
and anything you can see.
Cool.
Basically, exactly like a luck tree, the talent thing.
Oh,
Awesome.
But like once you use it, it's gone forever.
just like my hopes and dreams. I mean, what?
Hey, has anybody seen Longshore?
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I saw him.
Is he?
Oh,
I haven't seen him about.
He tried to backflip onto the stage and knocked himself out. And then the guards, I think the guards put him in the, just like, what's it called when you go to the
Drunk
place?
tank.
Just
Watch
Yeah.
out.
The drunk tank.
yeah, I think he's in the drunk tank right now, which is funny because he hadn't even started drinking it.
He's just really concussed. He probably didn't pay attention, really.
Maybe one of us should go see if he's alright.
That's probably a wise idea.
Yeah.
Just like a pool of blood.
We all sit at the
By
table.
cell
None of
door.
us move.
Literally, none of them moved. They all sat there.
I got 2 plates of food in front of me. I have to finish them.
Oh yeah, for everyone
I
who's
feel the
eating,
love, guys.
Yeah, screw it. I've eaten already. I'll go find him.
you get to roll 48 plus 6 to your temporary hit points.
Can I just have that 29?
48 plus 6, was it?
20.
Oh.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
I'm so happy you're generous with the temporary hit points, West, because Tobias would be dead like 10 more times over without them.
Yeah, usually that's a sign when I give you guys temporary hit points.
Oh no.
Hey guys, I feel stronger for some reason, and that fills me with foreboding.
Alright.
Deep unrest.
So Thorin and Gaius, you guys... Oh, you guys are trying to go find Longshot?
Yeah, but I've
Yeah.
got like a chicken leg in one hand and a mug of ale on the other.
Oh, okay. So you guys come up to this alleyway that sort of like goes off into the darkness, and the guard captain just looks at a lot of you, and it gives you a very happy nod, just like, oh, enjoying the festival there?
Yes, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, not bad. It takes the edge off of guard duty.
That's good to hear. One of our friends apparently knocked himself out before and was taken in here. I was wondering if we could go and see if he's alright.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just head down this super shady alleyway and take a right turn, and then a left, and you'll be at the drunk tank.
Did he actually say Super Shady Alley?
Yeah, he did.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better, actually, because you probably want to draw attention to it otherwise. Yeah, so I nod thanks, and
Off we go.
Just take a left by the lampshade store.
Come on.
You letting me go first?
I'll go first.
It's dark as fuck. Do we have any torches?
No.
Let's go get a torch. I can't fucking see.
Actually, I've got a torch here, so I light
Oh,
the
okay,
torch and I'll give it to him.
Alright, I'm going to drag a torch.
I was going to say I can drag it in if you want.
Go. Alright, laddies.
Did that actually drag?
Yeah, it's there now. But yeah. Alrighty. Off we go.
Okay, so he said a right and then a left.
I thought it was a left and then a right.
I'm gonna die.
I don't really.
Alright, so you come up to this like fairly open alleyway, and you see like these metal doors just off in the corner. Not
Oh, yeah.
like there, right there.
Oh, yeah.
And they seem closed. There's like a slot about eye level for someone to look through. But it's closed.
Mr. Longshaw, are you there?
Am I still unconscious?
Yeah.
I don't respond.
Can any of you guys lockpick? What, I'm chaotic.
I knock on the door. Sorry, I might have said that before, but I didn't have my mouse.
Ah.
Didn't have
Oh,
my
sorry.
push to talk. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
You knock on the door, and the eye slits slide open, and you see this guard staring out. Yeah.
Hi. We were told to come down here to fetch a friend. He knocked himself out in the festival.
Ah. Well, one at a time.
Okie doke. I suppose I'll go first.
Just
You do.
imagining how that would play out if you picked the lock. Like the guards right there, like, guys, come.
You hear this as the metal doors slide open, and then he gestures for Tobias to step through, and then closes the door behind, and this guard is in the same room with you, and then he's just like, alright, I need to search you, just in case.
Of course, I raise my arms, pat down.
Yep, he pats you down all the way, and alright, you're clear, you can go on through. And you go into the next room, and then you go into the next room. And you see Longshore laying down in the middle as the guard gestures for the next person to come through.
I'll head over to Longshore and see if he's
Dibs.
alright.
Me next.
So Thorin, you get... The door opens, and then you're allowed through. One ran you through. And the same guard just looks at you, and he starts to say, "Alright, I need to search you."
I put my arms out. I occasionally move one of my hand back to my mouth for the chicken.
You just hear him patting you down. He also prods the chicken every now and again. Alright, you're clear. You can go on through.
Oi!
Hidden a shiv in the chicken.
And then Gaius, he opens the door for you as you come in, and then he says, "Alright, I need to pat you down before you go in."
To be fair, nothing you could do could be worse than what I got at that clothing master shop.
Ah, you mean the Clothes Master Zim?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I heard he was from Lutheria, and a lot of people from there are like that. And all those years of studying libraries and arcane and books, they'll do that to a person, and he starts to pat you down. Alright, you can go through.
My racist sense is tingling now.
And then you hear him say, "Alright, enjoy the night," and he slams the door behind a lot of you.
Wait, what? You guys check on Longshore, I'll go inquire about that.
And
I will roll a medicine check on Longshore.
Hello, I think there's been a mistake.
Longshore seems a-okay. He's just knocked himself out in such a way that he won't wake up for... Roll a 1d4.
Oh god.
This amount of hours, whatever you get.
Oh,
Hey!
Hey.
So
two nat ones in a row though.
Tobias, you
Sorry,
knock
can
on
you
the
still
door, but
heal?
nothing happens.
Hello? I think there's been some sort of mistake.
And
Hello?
then it's as though in response you hear the people outside start to dance and sing even louder.
Well, fuck you, I guess.
I could teleport one of us out. Do we... I mean, or we could just stay here. It's already past midnight, so we could just have a sleep here. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Vestergaard fucking sucks.
You say as you munch down on chicken.
Actually, it's Vestergaardians that suck. Vestergaard itself is
I feel like it's a moot distinction.
The town itself is lovely. Let's put it that way.
Apart from the clothiers.
I want to go back to the door.
Look, you have to admit he had his best intentions.
You come back
And-
to the door.
Full volume at the top of my lungs. Hello!
It seems as though this door appears to be almost like echoing your voice back into the room.
It's like
Can I knock on it?
soundproofed.
Well, not quite, because I mean, outside you can still hear the festivals going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hold the torch to... Wait, is this stone and metal, or is there
Yeah,
actually
stone and
wood
metal.
anywhere? Ah,
And neither of us have our magic weapon, do we?
Nope.
Holy symbol.
Yeah, can you guys actually cast without that?
No.
I can cast stuff that's verbal and somatic, but if there's a material component, I need.
Yeah, but like, how limited are you without it? I'm still fairly capable. How decent are you guys?
I've got a few spells that I can use without a material component.
Well, we may as well wait for Longshore to wake up before we figure out what we do. I'm gonna go just sit down back against a wall, wait for Longshore to wake up.
Whilst everyone waits for the hour, is there anything people wanted to do in this hour before he wakes up?
Can't believe I fucking knocked myself out.
We're all in prison because of you, Longshore.
But like for no reason. So many people are gonna die.
Actually, there is something I'd like
Oh
to
my
do
God, there we go.
while waiting. During the hour, I'm gonna like gesture Thorin over to a corner.
I'm back. I like that again, but Herta. Did I miss anything?
No.
We're still in prison.
Okay, do we figure out for how long?
We're gonna wait till Longshore wakes up at least before we figure out what we're doing. But during
Okay.
that hour, I like gesture for you to come over. Whenever.
Alright,
Yeah.
sure. What's up?
So we've still got like our stuff, right? They patted us down, but they didn't nick anything that we had.
No, I still got my gold and my clothes, but that's about it.
Yeah. So I like shuffle about in my backpack and take out the my 4 old books that were like water damaged and singed and stuff, and I'll hand them over to you and say, the last couple of days have been, well, the last couple of weeks have been really intense, and I've almost died a lot. Wait, Carlius did die. So, if something happens to me in the future,
Aw.
I want you to. Can you promise me that you'll get these to
I lagged out again.
Lutheria?
Oh no.
Out again.
Yeah, has he dropped out again?
Yeah, I just got back.
How much of my heartfelt...
I know, right? The worst time.
I heard that you're handing me books.
Yeah, so I hand you my old journals and stuff that are water damaged and whatnot, and just like have all my like journal entries for adventures we've been on,
Alright.
and say I've almost died a lot during the last couple of weeks, and Carlius did die. I had a very dangerous time lately, so if I do die at some point, can you promise to get these to Demon's Reach in Lutheria for me? There's a lot of stuff in here that's I haven't come across before, that's new. And I don't want all this to go to waste if I die before I get back.
I will do everything in my power to do so. Is there anybody in particular I should take this to?
I'm not particularly close with anyone there, but if you get it to Demon's Reach, to the library there, they'll take care of the rest, I think.
I'll make sure it gets there one way or another.
Thanks.
Hopefully with you in tow. You shouldn't.
That's
Speak so
preferable for
pessimistically.
me as well, but things happen, and I have actually died a couple of times last couple of weeks, so...
I kind of just give him the
It's
shit
the
eating
kind
grin
of
and be like,
conversation
you're
you can
welcome.
only have in D&D. I have died a few times in the last couple of weeks, so...
Yeah, So,
Uh,
thanks. That means
Longshot,
a
you
lot.
do wake up at this point. I'll give you guys a chance to chat because I need to be right back.
All good. So...
Longshore, you dickhead.
We're literally all in prison because you fell on a stage.
Why are we in prison?
Because you
What
fucked
kind-
up.
What kind of city is this?
That's what I said.
I need medical care.
I can still do that.
And strangely enough, so can I if need be. But
I didn't even.
Either way, you're
some
covered.
chicken.
Chicken. I mean, what?
I suck on Thorin's chicken bones.
I flavor the bones to taste exactly like chicken.
There you go.
I devour.
It's like a chicken flavored pacifier.
Just sitting there like.
Okay, so the guard said we're in here till the morning, so put it to a vote. Do we just sleep here and get let out, or do you want me to teleport us out of here?
I have fabricate. I can just explode the wall.
Yeah, but I don't think we should do that.
You hear the door to Tobias's left start to creak open, and then out of it a row of people carrying platters, and on top of the platters lays a man as they come out in the train, and then they
I quickly go out the door while it's still open.
Oh yeah, no, it's not locked.
Yep.
You open the door and then you go through, and on the other side you see various torturous instruments as well as bodies.
Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Nope.
They're gonna torture us because I knocked myself out?
And then this one man
What
laying on top of
kind
the
of
platters,
city?
he just like sits up a tiny little bit and then looks at the lot of you, especially at Tobias, and goes, "I heard your conversation. I didn't mean to, so I apologize. I simply was in the vicinity, and I heard of some of your plans."
That's all right, I guess. It wasn't your fault.
Then
But-
may I offer a little advice as a recompense for my trespass.
Sure. Go ahead.
I highly suggest that you be rid of the idea of casting any magic within Vestergaard walls.
Can I ask why?
The ice palace. No, not ice. The glass palace in the center. There is a fairly large ward, and if you are caught casting magic or try to use unauthorized magic, it will fry you to a crisp.
Oh,
I cast Cure Wounds on Longshore just then.
That's okay. There are a lot of magics that are allowed.
could I get like a list so I don't accidentally explode? Is there like one posted somewhere?
I don't know the rules of the glass palace ward. But you can assume things like curing wounds are okay.
Is
I can still guiding pull people without my holy symbol.
is the Adventurers Guild exempt from that or something? Because we had a practice
No,
session in there.
No, there. He runs a hand across the wall of the cell, and you see, as he dusts it off a tiny little bit, you see various carvings in the stone itself. And he goes, lots of buildings have these carvings, and they react to banned magics. The Adventurers Guild do not have these runes. After a lengthy discussion.
Okay, so the palace is the source of the ward, but it has to be relayed through buildings in the city for it to work.
You say you're from Lutheria.
Yes. Oh, did I say that? How do you know that?
The book thing.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
Take it back to where I'm from. etc.
When's the
mentioned
last
Demon's Reach,
time
so-
you were from where you came from?
How long have I been traveling? Like,
Oh,
months
fucking
or
like
so?
8 or 9 months now.
okay, yeah. So, almost a year now.
Then you probably have not seen the new technology that they made in Shadow's Tower.
I don't think so. What do they make?
It's a large crystal, a large blue crystal, and it fries enemies as well.
Huh. Okay. So, be cautious with magic in the Trident. Gotcha. Message received.
He steps off the platter and in his prone motion sort of like does this weird Uganda dance on his back sort of thing coming over to you. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. He dances on your shoulder blades. And then he comes over, and whilst laying down, he looks up at you and says, I too am from Lutheria.
Oh, can I get your name?
You can call me Lawrence. Lawrence.
Nice to meet you, Lawrence. I'm Tobias Black.
First vicar.
So, what brings everyone here?
This
Longshore.
idiot.
Yeah, jab a thumb in Longshore's direction.
I give it a double thumbs up.
My father would usually take me out of here. The guards don't like my presence, but he is on a traveling excursion, so he is not in town.
I can't imagine why. You're so easy to talk to.
Can I ask?
Thank you.
I shoot a death stare at Aiden. As if to say, be nice.
Can I ask what you did to be thrown in here, and why you're in that room? Because that room looks awful.
I was examining some bodies.
Oh,
Why are you being carried by people?
They work for my father.
oh.
He sits up and then touches his legs a few times and goes, degenerative disease. Hard to walk. Not easy.
Well, I'm sure you made fun of him for the way he speaks.
Yeah, I did.
Sticking by it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's not your fault. Why are you sorry?
It actually might be. I was looking at some of his documents, and
Sarcasm.
oh boy.
Well,
that is what I am.
How long are you in here for?
Till the morning. Morning they open the doors.
Well, that's not too bad then.
Yes. I'm
This
tired.
sucks.
Well, don't let's keep you up. We'll try and keep the noise down if you want to get to sleep.
And then you see various servants sort of come over and they pick him up on the platter again. And then they all sort of like kneel down a little bit and they act as beds for him.
Oh,
I
do these people look normal?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Roll insight.
It's just, okay, they're just bitches. If my mouse would work.
If everyone wants to try so, you can.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be trying for inside as well.
Oh,
Okay,
Gaius,
sorry.
you actually get advantage as well.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Shit.
Oh, no, actually, Gaius, you make it. Gaius is the only one who knows this, but you know that they are very much slaves brought from the northeast
Oh,
desert.
sorry.
What happened?
Oh, I just threw something at Luke.
Do it again.
This
Gaius,
time harder.
Gaius, you know that these are slaves brought from the northeast desert of Vestergaard.
Oh,
And
So
upon
far-
closer inspection, you see that they're various races, but like tieflings or the half orcs and all that.
Also, like the lesser races.
Yeah, like the quote-unquote lesser races, and they're all
Alright.
humans. They don't seem
so did
too
you say there was a
perturbed.
half elf?
No, half orc was what I said.
Ah, okay. And I heard halfling as well somewhere.
Yeah.
Or was no, that's okay. Huh. There, but for the grace of Curtis.
Well, I suppose we should just get to sleep.
Yep.
Thorin just sits there grumpily until morning comes.
And I
It's
think
not
our
against
good,
the wall.
I think our good friend Longshore should take first watch, don't you?
I have a really bad headache.
And maybe second and third watch.
I mean, do we need to take
No,
one?
he's
Yeah,
fine.
like we are in prison.
Yeah. They
As dumb
pay
as it
people to
sounds.
watch over us.
Yeah, as dumb as it sounds, this is like super secure.
Also,
Okay.
I'm not really going to take responsibility for this. It's not my fault they threw me in prison for knocking myself out.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving you shit.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We don't
it's
really
totally-
blame you for this, but we're not going to let you forget about it.
No, exactly.
You wouldn't be my
Not-
friends if you did.
Not because we are thrown in jail. The sole reason we're not going to let you forget about it is because of just how poor that initial backflip was.
Like,
Yeah, like I
super.
didn't see it happen, but Thorin described it to me, and I can picture it in my head perfectly. It's a beautiful, beautiful image.
But just for the record, by the way, and I do a backflip. I hope.
I hope.
You did the thing where you land slightly too early, so you have to use your hands to stop yourself from falling forward.
Wait, I can do it.
This time did it much better.
There
You
we
land
go.
perfectly on your feet.
Should have led with that one for next time.
I
Huh?
don't like you very much.
You land flat on your back. It's like you jumped into the air without actually rotating, and you just fall right back down.
Gods!
Ow!
That's better than I expected you to do. Oh no, you're not in armor. Never mind, that was awful.
It's not like I have to worry about knocking myself out for an hour. I'm gonna try one more time. Oh!
Alright, what do you do?
I want to do a triple without touching the floor.
You do exactly that.
Can I throw Tobias at him while he's in midair?
And I land on my feet perfectly, and I don't even like lean back a little bit when I land. It's just perfect.
Alright. So, whilst you're all gonna go sleep for the hour, for the night, is there anything you guys wish to do?
I just sit there grumpily the entire night.
But you do sleep, right?
I'm sure I pass out at some point, even though I'm mad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Maybe put out
basically
that
just
torch
sleep.
before you go to sleep.
No.
Alright.
I wouldn't put it past us to burn this place down accidentally. This
Good.
prison.
Good.
And Gaius, you said you were gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to sleep.
Alright, and Longshot?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. My head hurts.
Alright. And Tobias?
Yeah,
That's
I'm going
sick.
to sleep.
Once Tobias is asleep, I want to like sneak over here, and then clasp his arms in the manacles.
Who's arms?
You do so, but you realize that there is no locking mechanism on these manacles.
Oh,
Hmm.
who we training up?
I was gonna chain Tobias up. Oh, whatever. Just to make sure the same thing doesn't happen to me, I fall asleep in the middle of the room.
Wait, I can tie knots really well. I do like a reef knot with the chain.
The chains don't go that far.
I pull on them.
They just yank against the wall.
I thought they were stretching.
I'm like completely conked out, so you don't have to worry too much about being subtle.
I'm gonna use Gaius's lap as a pillow.
Yeah, that did not go the way I expected it to. Sorry.
Do you smell toast?
I'm sure
Yeah.
you're
It's
okay.
that torch that's still lit in this not very well ventilated room.
It looks just like, do you smell toast? It's like, Longshot, are you having a seizure?
I go to sleep very quickly.
So everyone goes to sleep, and in the morning, the lot of you are woken up by the town bell going gong, gong, gong. Town bell.
That
bell
bell
has
is
sprung.
Lozenger.
Yeah.
And then
bell
the
has
door,
bronchitis.
the door opens, and then the guard's standing there. All right, get out of here.
I stand up and I walk straight over to him and like, what the hell?
I'll move all the doors. And then
Did
he's just
we
like,
lose
rules
temporary
are
hit
rules.
points?
Hey?
Rules are rules.
Yeah,
we
when
came
you
in here to
sleep,
get
right?
our friend.
Oh, I'm squishy again.
He's just like,
Does it mean
yeah, that seemed odd to me. I never saw people voluntarily walk into the drunk tank.
We
I just
didn't.
assumed.
Well, we came to get him out.
Why didn't you
I
ask
wave
me?
goodbye.
We
Wave
did.
goodbye.
No, you didn't. You just
Oh, the
said
very
you were
front
gonna-
door. We said we're coming to go get him out.
And then you walk right in, and I'm like, oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I thought we had to
I'll
go
let
get
you
this
get
place.
out in the
You all
morning.
suck. You're terrible at your jobs. I'm leaving.
Aw, And as Tobias passes, I'm just doing my job. Fit in the description.
Thorin calls it from around the corner.
I know
You're
you
doing a
didn't mean
bad
to
job!
do it.
Paulie!
I know you didn't mean it, but probably listen a bit closer next time. A lot of strife could have been averted. And I'll wave back to my Lutherian friend.
He
before I
sits
leave.
up on the row of servants and he just waves at you.
What was his name again, so I can write it down?
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Ah.
I'm assuming there's still like a decent festival going.
Oh yeah,
But now there's,
it's
like-
gonna go on for the next week. And
Cool.
people
I'm gonna
rotate
pick up
back
right
and
where I
forth,
left
yeah.
off.
Starts drinking.
No, I'm gonna go pack. I'm gonna load up 2 more plates of food fresh.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I follow.
Yeah, and then I sit back down at the same spot I was at before and grumpily eat my meal. Oh, actually, I go off to the side and do some push-ups real quick. Fucking damn it! I get back
Aw.
at my table.
Yeah, you get a 48 plus 6 if you eat. Hey Longshot, can you roll me your performance, please?
Okay. That seems about right.
So Tobias, you're going to the table?
I just want to go up to Thorin and say, I've kind of had my fill of feasting and festivities. I'm gonna go see if there's any I can help out at the bookshop. Maybe get some spending coin.
Sure, I'm just having breakfast. I'm plan on going back to the guild after this.
So Longshot, as you're trying to dance to this music, you're not really used to Vestergaardian tempos, so you sort of struggle a tiny little bit. You're actually not used to being inside cities at all, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, not at all.
So you're struggling a little bit until eventually, thanks to your, I forgot what you're wearing, a very fine coat and some tunic that doesn't chafe your nipples. And one of the women sort of like walks up to you, and then as you're trying to dance on the spot, she links her arm into your arm and swings you around. She rolled on that 20, and she's obviously a professional dancer, and she tries to help you out, and the two of you start to dance. On the spot.
Okay. I'm going to go and also dance.
You can roll me a performance too.
Performance.
Hold on, let me. You try to do your best, and you dance more to the tune of what Elsic's music styles would be. So you don't really fit in initially, but slowly but surely you start to pick up the pace.
That's fine. I'm just dancing for me anyway. I'm not trying to show off.
As for Longshore, as she's sort of swinging you around, she's just like, "So, what's your name?"
I am Aiden. How about you?
What brings you to Vestergaard? I'm Cadence, by the way.
My friends and I are just traveling around, saving the day and such.
Oh, any adventures?
We're adventurers.
What kind of adventures have you been on?
Well, just trying to figure out whether to tell the truth or lie. We survived the war in L6 and made our way here.
Oh, do tell.
I tell her about trying to get to Archerton through the enemy lines.
You can now roll me another performance at advantage.
Cool.
I'm heading south to get more drinks and mingle with people.
Oh,
and
good.
it's been a long time for Thorin, so he's going to try and pick someone up. Nicely done.
How well do you tell the story, and what do
That
you
net
tell?
20.
I basically make it seem like rather than us just like running shit scared like for our lives through like catapults and just oh god no, like I just try and make it seem like dramatic and heroic and try and downplay, you know, slaughtering Vestergaardian soldiers on the way.
She pretty much swoons at your story. She's absolutely enthralled as you continue to dance and you tell this story.
Sweet.
Someone moved really far away. I can't remember who it was. Tobias?
I'm down the bottom.
I'm heading to the.
Oh, Tobias is at the bookshop.
Yeah. Alright, so Tobias, you make your way out of the festival, you into the main street and into the bookshop. What do you do?
I'm just gonna head up to the powder and say, hello again. I'm a bit tired of festivities and food and whatnot. I was wondering if I could lend a hand here if you've got anything that needs transcribing. I'm a pretty dab hand at it.
Oh, actually, yes. With the information that you've provided us, Lillian turns around. We could use your help in transcribing that to several other books. We can pay you 10 gold an hour.
That sounds excellent. Thank you.
That's a really good pay, actually.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'd
You
be
can
happy to
do
do that.
me a what was I gonna say? What would you say would constitute transcribing a book in terms of skill roll?
Wouldn't it just like be being literate?
Yeah,
No,
I
in
don't know
all
if-
seriousness, like you're just copying from one book to another.
I'm not sure if any skills or stats actually correspond with handwriting.
Oh no, it's
Unless you're
it's
trying
not
to
like
do
how
it like
it's
Gothic.
like how many you get done,
Maybe
Oh,
sleight of
probably.
hand.
how fast your hands move. Yeah, you could do that.
Or intelligence.
it's
Like
Yeah, or intelligence, one or the other.
Just like a flat intelligence roll.
Yeah, just go nuts. Oh, pretty average. You transcribe it almost like a 1-to-1 ratio. Pretty average speed. Let me see how she does. She transcribes much faster than you haven't been in this profession for several years. So you can tell.
Is this the elderly lady? And
No, this is
Joe.
Lillian. This is the young practitioner. The elderly lady's gonna have a much higher bonus. But she seems to be sort of like sitting on the chair and just going.
I like, as we're transcribing, I like look up and see her pen flying across the parchment, and I say, "That's very impressive. You must have a lot of practice with that."
She just goes, oh yeah, sometimes I have to read for the children and also write, so you learn to do it quick. And then the children are sort of looking at her speed and going, whoa, that's so cool!
Yeah, that's
Alright,
very impressive.
so you're gonna get paid $10 an hour.
Awesome.
So
I'm just going to stay here till someone comes to get me. I don't have any other plans.
Alright, so then the next person was Thorin heading down to get some ale.
To mingle, meet people.
Oh, okay, to mingle and meet people.
And ale. Also
Yeah,
ale.
of course. Alright, you can roll me a 1d20.
That's an E, not an R. Hold on. There we go.
Eon.
Nope, that's... What the fuck?
fuck? 1r20, Jesus.
There we go.
Oh.
Ayo!
Well, in that case, I'll give you something relevant. Alright, so as you pick up, as you sort of like lean down to pick up that barrel of ale, someone else also leans in to pick up the same barrel of ale. And as you look over, you see this dwarf guy sort of with a hand on the ale, and he looks up at you. You're obviously much taller than he is, but he looks like quite gruff and muscular for a dwarf, but he's not like super jacked by any means. And he goes, "Oi, I saw this first."
Surely there's plenty to go around, friend.
Yeah, so you go and get another one.
Alright. I'll go to this one here instead.
Nope, my buddy's got that one.
You starting something?
Yeah, I kind of want to be like, are you? Does this guy seem at all drunk?
No, not at all. He seems very sober.
Oh.
Then he hops
just a
on
jet.
top of the barrel so that he now stands your height. And then he looks at you in the eyes and goes, I'm just fucking with you. What's your name?
I extend a hand. And I say my name's Thorin.
He holds his hand out for a second, but then he reels it back and goes, oh, sorry, dirty hands. And he holds his hands up, palm facing you, and you see it's like full of dirty black soot.
Oh. Can I recognize that as like... I'm assuming that this guy is like a smith of some kind.
You the investigation at advantage.
Investigation.
It's just filthy.
Just poo. Alright,
That's why he keeps getting fired from his chef job.
you know that this is a powder.
Okay. I mean, what?
What?
So is it just like charcoal dust or...
Oh, black powder.
Oh, okay.
Like black powder, or
Like-
just like...
Black powder.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's what he says. He notices you looking at him. He's like, that's what I do.
Yeah. Kind of numb my head. What are you doing working with stuff like that?
Ah, I'm Baxter from Bolbenberg. Ever heard of that?
No, unfortunately.
Bolbenberg's this dwarf shipping clan. We make black powder for the cannons.
Awesome. Cannons.
Some of the Vestergaard ballistae, they use our black powders too. Surely you've
realize-
seen it in action?
Were
Against
there...
the giant worm, yes you have.
Yeah, I was gonna say against the giant worm. That was that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I have actually, in quite a few cases. It's
Effective, huh?
effective,
Sick, yeah,
fascinating. I think it's quite interesting.
Well, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. I'm a smith by trade. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie, it's
really?
very interesting. Yeah, I am. Is there any chance that I could come and check out where you make it?
Oh.
I could perhaps even help out.
He rubs the back of his neck. Oh, I'm not so sure about that. It's kind of private.
I understand.
Yeah, but, well, hey, if I see you around again, or if you're ever heading out of town to somewhere we could play with these bad boys, and then he does these shifty eyes, looks around, and he, like, undoes a little button on the inside of his coat, and then you see a small fuse sort of sticking out of it.
Oh,
And then he quickly hides it again and goes, we could have some fun.
absolutely.
Allahu Akbar.
Then he turns
I would-
around, hops off the barrel,
Oh, okay. Is there anywhere I can find you?
he picks up the barrel. Oh. Let me think. Somewhere out of everyone else's sight. You ever heard of Sheila's Bar?
No, I don't think so. Where is that?
You'll have to go into the alleyway behind the scribes. There's a little wall there that you'll need to press. It'll open up for you, and there'll be a bar inside.
Fantastic.
We can meet there. You can ask some of my colleagues if they're there.
Sounds like
I'm
a plan.
usually there every night, even when the festival's on, because he leans in. Frankly, the ale out here tastes like shit.
I will definitely give that place a visit later.
He puts the barrel on top of his head, and then starts to walk away.
Oh, bye. I get more ale. Continue to mingle. Trying to meet some hot babes.
Okay, you do that. And Longshore, as you're still dancing with Cadence, and you regale her with a tale of your exploits.
My daring do.
Do you ask her any questions?
Are you from Vestergaard?
Born and raised.
How do you find it here?
Oh, it's simply lovely. And I only live in the outer district. Can't imagine what the middle one and the rich one's like. Can you imagine going into the palace?
Yeah, it seems it's different. I'll definitely give you that. Does the war really have much effect on your daily life here? Or?
No, not at all. Not that I can think of. See, ever since Hjartmir took the throne, it's been pretty one-sided. Oh, but there has been talk of the bandits along the road. Ugh. Makes it unsafe for people to travel.
Is that so?
Yes. What?
Where might a adventurer find these bandits?
Well, just to the east of the Trident, hiding out somewhere along the forest. They seem to hit caravans quite often, but I don't really know much about it. I personally think it's a death sentence to leave the walls.
Well, you've never traveled with me.
Smooth.
Wow.
You can roll a charisma. Roll charisma first.
Oh no.
Oh, that's pretty pretty mellow. She doesn't quite respond as warmly as you'd have hoped. And she just goes, maybe.
You're aware that I can kill something from 900 feet away.
Actions
I have
speak louder than
also-
words, unfortunately. As I have not seen
I
it,
have shot
I
a
can only
horseman
say
in the
you're
eye.
bluffing.
I have shot a horseman in the eye from the back of a raging caravan.
That's an
And then
actual
she
thing that's happened.
lets go. She lets go of your hands and then just seemingly quite unimpressed with. You can roll insight. Yeah, Anita, someone just messaged me. Oh no, not work. Awkward.
Holy.
Oh my god. I know exactly what I
Oh
did
my
wrong.
god! You know that she is very much like the lovey-dovey princess who believes, very naive, only lived inside the walls. She absolutely hates stuff about gore and violence and war. She couldn't care less about it. She wants to find her Prince Charming within these walls and someone to take her into the inner districts and live like a posh life, if you will.
Ah, well, it was never meant to be. I go find my main bitch. Lauren. Alright.
Oh, hey. Oh, so
And guys, you finish your food. What do you do?
Well, to be honest, I hadn't really thought of anything to do today. So, did we say that there were any weapon shops here, or?
Oh no, no weapon
No,
shops at all.
I didn't
but
think so.
I believe you do have a contact that you need to meet.
Okay. 1 second. Just need to remember where to meet this contact.
It was never specified. And then Lillian makes small chat to Tobias and asks, "So, what brings you all the way down south?"
Well, originally I just wanted to go out and see more of the world, I guess. Learning about stuff at the university is all well and good, but I'd rather see things for myself than rely on as like as good as obviously as good as books are, there's no telling how accurate they are all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to go out and see things for myself.
I think I can understand that. See, I used to go to school until I met Margaret, and she offered to teach me the ways of bookkeeping and transcribing and stuff. So I decided to leave school and come right here, and I've been working here ever since.
Oh, it's seems like you've got a good thing going here. It's a nice shop and safe place. Steady work.
She nods, and then she glances at the sleeping Margaret, and then just says, hopefully she can teach me for another 10 years.
Is she like implying that she might not live much longer?
She is getting on
in years.
Yeah. Unfortunate facet of life.
Well, don't write things off yet. There's always hope that she'll how to put this non-tactlessly. That I wouldn't count her out yet. She looks like a tough woman from what I've seen.
Well, let's get back to it. And as she continues transcribing.
Yeah, I'll get back to writing.
As Gaius,
Yep.
have you
So
decided on
I
a
remember.
course of action?
Yeah, I'm going to go meet that contact, definitely. So I'm going to head back into town. When I find the way out. There we go. Alrighty. And because I don't have a map anymore, I've got no idea. Oh, sorry.
Good luck.
Because let me try that again. Because Gaius doesn't have a map, he's got no idea where he's going, but he knows the name that he's looking for.
Mhm.
So are we meant to have a map in the
No, not anymore.
No, I didn't think so. That's a shame. Jula. So I'm just wandering around aimlessly looking for this particular building. I'm actually just going to walk into here because that building's the one I haven't gone into as yet.
Yep, sure.
And I feel as though they might be able to at least help me for the person I'm chasing.
You open up the door and you hop in and you immediately smell the fragrance of why is everything green?
That's a good question.
Is that
I
the
love
name of
the
the fragrance? Why is everything green?
Alright. So you come in and you smell the fragrance of various herbs and potions being mixed, and then the woman who's behind the main counter just greets you saying, "Oh, hello there. Laura
Hi.
Hawkesbury."
Sorry, the good old green. Sorry, Laura, was it?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm actually new in town, quite invariably lost. I'm actually looking for someone by the name of Faye. Who
Hey,
is?
you mean
yeah,
the mortician?
absolutely, yes.
Didn't he write up a contract with the guild?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, you'll probably want to check with the guild.
Yeah, thank you. And actually, just while I'm here, because you may be able to help me with something else while I'm here,
Yes.
and I just need to check what spells I'm referring to. Ah, that's holy smith. Yeah. Actually, not for the moment, but look, I do thank you for your time, and I shall return if I do need anything. You've been most gracious. Thank you.
That's alright. Enjoy the festival.
Oh, I am already. Thank you. So, as I head out.
You guys, and you leave into the main street as Longshore and Thorin.
How many times have we been slapped?
You can roll 1d100.
I'm sure you've been slapped. I'm just.
That seems fair.
Exactly
Yeah.
64 times. In fact, some of the guards are starting to eye you a bit as people make several complaints.
Just every woman in Vestergaard. Well, I think we should give this up. You clearly just have no charisma, Thorin. I tried. I just can't help you with this.
I think the best course of action is for you to stop existing.
Well, fair enough.
Oh, bye. Alrighty, I might fart around for another like half an hour or something, and just if someone approaches me, then great. But if not, then I'm gonna head back to the guild.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the guild and leave Thorin alone. Have had my fun.
Okay.
Thank Christ.
My face is starting to, like, not have skin on it.
you get no cure wounds from me.
Alright, Thorin, you can now roll a 1d20. Oh, never mind. You're so invested in that barrel of ale, you fail to notice anyone. And people fail to notice you.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna go to the guild then.
And no one gets the bias.
Yeah.
So he's stuck there, wherever writing and transcribing books.
Some kind of curse. I walk in, I'm like, oh hey, everybody else is here.
Tobias, you are paid 20 gold though. Alrighty. So, as the three of you get towards the guild, you step in and you see Jardrin talking to Vanessa and Alice as per usual. This time you see an empty barrel, presumably of ale, sort of like clattered on the floor, but Jardrin's still drinking.
Oh. Has he still been here since,
He has not moved from that spot.
he's still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Oh, well.
Vanessa and Alice, they both seem pretty relaxed as well, as they too have several mugs of ale.
I think I stole my mug from out there. I'm still holding it.
Nice. Now,
as you're walking through the main street, you do see several halflings jogging around, picking up trash and whatnot.
I love the halfling labor force here.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
And Jordan just looks at the lily and goes, "Oh, back so soon?"
yes, actually, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for a person by the name of Faye.
Hey, oh, you mean the mortician?
Yes.
Ah, he wrote us a contract a few days ago, I think.
Oh, okay. Right. I know this is probably a confidentiality thing, but do you know where he's gone? Or can you tell me where he's gone, more to the point?
Do you have specific business with him, or are you just looking to take his contract?
That's fair. Well, Did you guys want a drink? Because I'm really thirsty for a drink now.
I mean, I kind of just wiggle my hand, slush the ale around in the tankard.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? So I head straight to the bar.
Aiden's just like staring at his hand.
Why?
About how much masturbating he's going to be doing.
Severe concussion.
And you walk into the pit of respite, and Maxwell just looks at Gaius. Oh, welcome.
Hi.
We got drinks.
Sorry?
We got plenty of drinks.
I would hope so for a tavern. That is excellent. May I have a tankard of your finest ale, please?
Sure, on the house on account of the festival. And then he slides it over to the barmaid, and the barmaid eventually runs on over. And if you're going to sit there, he just slops it onto the bar for you.
Yeah, I was going to say make life easy for everyone. So I sit down and I just start drinking.
You do so.
Yeah.
Right. Aiden, what are you doing?
Just like wandering aimlessly.
You come into the You come into the infirmary full of bodies. Still not healed. It's as though these priests don't know what they're doing.
I sort of just chuckle softly to myself and look out. Don't mind me, I'm just being concussed.
And Thorin.
I'm meandering just up here to this blacksmithing area.
Mhm.
Oh, one of them looks different. Is that the
Oh, so you come on through, you recognize Samunda immediately, and you recognize Victor immediately, and they're sort of talking to apprentices, and they're still looking over this greenish, mossy armor as they're taking small chunks out of it.
Which one's I know which one Samunda is, but the other four look the same. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm just gonna clear my throat, hopefully get someone's attention.
You do so, and then Victor says, "Ugh, take your illness elsewhere."
Actually hoping I could give a hand here.
Perhaps. He turns around and looks at you. Oh, it's Thorin. Oh, my apologies.
Give him a little bow. It's alright.
Come on in. Don't be shy. Now you see, we've managed to take this piece of armor from deep below the sea, and we're trying to take the materials out of it without damaging it. It's very rusted, and a lot of algae has grown all over the metal. However, the metal underneath seems to be fine, and we're unable to determine what material it is made out of. Surely it's magical to some extent.
I could probably figure that out if you want.
He looks at the two apprentices, and then he just says, "Luckily, Samunda was here, otherwise these two would have cocked the job up."
I could figure it out right now if you would like.
Oh, really? What do you
Yes.
plan to do?
I know a bit of magic.
Now, do you think that is wise? You can try. I don't see why not. I mean,
It's just
after all, he looks at Samunda. He does a bit of magic as well.
Oh, have you tried to identify it already?
Samunda turns around and looks at you. Yes. It does not seem to be identifiable, if that's even possible. I have not come across an armor like this in all my years.
You just want the algae off it, right? And the moss?
Yes, but they seem to be part of the armor itself. It's as though the metals and the algae and the moss, they're interconnected at the molecular level.
We have atomic... what? Wow, science here is great. Perhaps they're meant to be connected.
Perhaps, but we won't know for sure until we discover what material it is made out of.
Can I try and roll something to
Excuse me.
try my hand at it?
Yeah, sure. You can do me a Smith's Tools. Oh no, actually, what are you trying? Just like investigating it, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and determine what armor it is.
Oh yeah, you can investigate.
Like an investigation or a Smith's Tools check?
Because you're not actually allowed to touch it, they're not gonna let you. Just investigate with your eyes.
Okay. Oh, my investigation sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's way beyond your expertise.
Can I do a Wisdom Smith Tools check instead?
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch it though.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, then no.
Okay.
Alright, you do this, and you start to discuss with them for a while, as
Fair enough.
Tobias continues to scribble notes. His hands endlessly moving, and it occurs in your mind, oh god, when will this stop?
Yeah, I'm honestly not too bothered.
Oh, I
This is
mean,
a nice change of pace from running
From
from
being
certain death. Yeah.
So Lillian sort of asks you, so why did you want the maps on the Forest of Vita?
Well, the Adventurers Guild hired me and my friends to for a job there. Didn't exactly go to plan. First time we tried it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it going well. Adventuring's a dangerous job.
Yes. I'm not sure. Not sure what's happening, if we're going to try again or not. But either way, I think it's going to be a day or two, at least until the festival's over, before we give it another shot.
The festival's gonna go on for another week.
Then it'll be a while yet. Then.
How come the festival prevents you from leaving?
Well, to start with, we need some supplies to counteract the venom of the spiders. And all the stalls are packed up at the moment.
You know the herbalist is just across the street, right?
Tobias stops, blinks. Damn.
Yeah. So there are a few shops in the main Trident area that are owned by locals. The marketplace is for people from out of town.
That makes much more sense than what I had in my head before. Thanks, I'll check that out later today.
Alright.
The other main stumbling block, I think, is... what was the captain's name in the Adventurers Guild before?
Jardrin.
Captain Jardrin wanted a couple of days to think things over, and I don't think he was too happy that we put more work on his plate right when the festival was starting.
Well, I can imagine. You know why he only works here with Antilax, right?
I don't know why.
The rest of his six-man party was wiped out, and the only thing that they could do now is train others.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, you don't have to be sorry to me about it.
No, I mean, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Well,
Yeah, I'm sure the
thanks.
festival must have been a welcome reprieve for him, but, well, she looks at you and gives you like a wry smile. I guess now he has more on his plate.
Mhm. How long ago did he lose the rest of his team? Is it recent?
Yeah, it's quite recent, within the month, I believe. He held
yeah, I
pretty
guess.
good sway in the courts, though, and many people knew him. which is probably why he was able to secure a position so quick.
Well, thanks for the information. That makes a few puzzle pieces slot into place better.
Anytime, she says.
I might finish up this hour of work, and then I'll pack up. Thank them for the opportunity, keep me occupied, and head out, find the rest of the party.
As you start to leave, she hands you the 10 gold for this hours of work.
Thank you very much. It was nice to just sit down and relax for a bit. It's different to how my days have been going recently.
There's this guy who wears green who constantly.
Well, good luck out there, and stay safe.
Thanks, you too. And I'll head out. I have no idea where everyone is, so I'll just wander about, try and catch sight of someone. Actually, I'll stop in at the apothecary here.
You do so. And as you walk into the apothecary, you hear the woman say to you, "Hello, Laura's half spree.
Spice Black, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What can I get you today?"
I hand a slip of paper with the paralysis antidote recipe on it. Say, I was wondering if you could mix up some of this for me.
Yes, of course. How many doses would you need?
Well, how much will it cost first before I...
A dose for about an hour costs about 5 gold for me to make. It's only going to take me 10 minutes to whip up.
Okay, 5 gold, did you say, sorry?
Yep, 5 gold per dose. And it'll last an hour.
Okay, could I get 8 doses then, please?
Sure thing. She heads over to this huge machinery, dumping several plants into it, and then it makes this loud churning sort of noise. And then she fills up several pots of anti-Vita poison. And then she walks over to you, hands you 8 vials, and then expects you to hand over the gold plus tax, which would be an extra 8 silver pieces.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, I hand over the money, take the vials and put them in my pack. And thanks. That'll be very useful, I think.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
I'll keep you in mind. And yeah, get out and wander about, try and find people.
All right. For the sake of brevity, you head to the Adventurers Guild. Well, you head to the Pit of Respite.
There's everybody. Aiden is staring into the fire.
Fire priest.
Hey Aiden, are you alright there? You alright there? You're just looming over the fire. It's a bit
Fire.
Okay then. I hand you 2 vials of what does it look like? The anti-venom.
It has. It's like white, milky material that's enveloped by a green plasma fluid on the outside.
That's cool.
Yeah, I hand you 2 vials of that and say, this should protect you from the paralysis venom of spiders. About an hour per dose.
It's advantage on con saves against it.
I stand up to take them, crack my head on the top of the fireplace. And go, fuck! How did I get here? Oh, cool, thanks. I need a drink.
Do you have any idea where Thorin is?
I think he said he was going to the blacksmith.
Okay. Okay, thanks. I'll go out and try and find him. You can focus on somebody else if you want. I've had the limelight for a bit.
Sure. Gaius, are you doing
Yep.
anything other than drinking?
Well, I might actually. Did anybody else have plans? Having seen that we had Tobias rock up.
Oh, well, we might as well link up with Thorin again. Like, if you don't have anything that you want to do.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing that I wanted to do was possibly to see if they needed me at the infirmary. But otherwise, I'm good.
All right. Then in
You
that
can
case,
probably do that then. That'll score you some mad brownie points for these people.
I was thinking the gold, but the brownie points means a lot as well.
Yeah, the guild is very, very powerful for some reason.
Oh, okay. Because I would not know that.
You should join our team, by the way.
Your team? What do you play? Like flogging or?
You get
Do they have
inspiration for
flogging
that.
teams?
That was fucking good.
Thank you. I needed that.
Well, basically, we risk our lives for little to no reward on empty promises of insubstantial rewards. So, yeah,
So-
basically flogging.
Yeah.
To be fair, the rewards are pretty good. We just haven't managed to collect any out of it yet.
I
makes
know
a
the
good
pain.
point. I hate it when Tobias is right.
Right, so a lot of you sort of rock up to Thorin, sort of bending over, looking down at this greenish armor covered in moss and whatnot, working with Victor and Samunda, and they're trying to figure this thing out. But it seems to be high above everyone else's expertise.
Do I recognize the moss at all? Did I roll survival? See if I do.
You can roll nature.
Okie dokie.
We're both like looking over Thorin's shoulders. What
One over each shoulder.
Just like boop boop, like meerkat.
Yeah.
not bad.
Ooh. You know that this moss, for some reason, grows deep under the sea, and you can very safely deduct that this armor has been laying under the ocean for quite some time.
Did I know what it's called?
What's it called? The moss?
What the moss is called? Sorry to put you on the spot. But...
No, that's a good question. The moss is called green bile.
I was going to say Kate Moss.
Fuck off.
You lose that inspiration point you just got, I think.
Yeah,
I just I just walk up behind them like, how'd that armor get covered in green bile?
They all just turn around and look at you. Green bile? We recovered it from deep under the ocean during one of our excavations. We have no idea who it belongs to. There wasn't even a skeleton inside. There's no
in a shipwreck
insignia.
or something? Or...
No. There were some underground mines and caverns. Well, under the sea. Under the sea. And whilst we're investigating these mines for materials such as mithril and whatnot, we came across this piece of armor. Fully empty, just laying on the floor, and we recovered it. It was covered in moss for some reason. It wasn't submerged, so we're a little bit stumped here.
Has anybody tried to wear it?
Oh no, it's much too unwieldy at the moment. You'd have to get it fitted. And the inside of it, and he grabs one of the gauntlets and shows you, and you see inside there various like corals and barnacles.
Well, not to be obtuse, but why don't you just soak it in fresh water? That's a submarine plant. Fresh water.
We
will
can,
completely
but we
destroy its
also
cells.
are unable to identify the material of this armor. And some of the metals, they crack when you
On
submerge
contact
them.
with water.
Yes.
But that moss only grows under. This armor would have had to have been already submerged for a really
Which
long
is
time.
why we are stopped. I loathe to do anything out of the ordinary or too hastily, because I don't want to break this armor. If we can find out what material this is, it could be a big boon for the soldiers.
Why not just test it with a shoulder blade or something?
Victor looks at you, then at Thorn, and then says, "Can you please leave?"
Just saying.
Oh, me too.
Yes, you too.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't
Making
said a
friends
word.
everywhere I go.
I was trying to help those guys out. Damn it, Longshore. I was hoping to get some gold working there, helping them make some stuff.
I like tap Thorin on the shoulder and hand you 2 of those vials of antivenom.
Oh, cool.
They should at least help a bit against that spider venom for an hour each.
Hey, you get to roll an intelligence for me. Or a history, Tobias.
History. I'm good at history.
It suddenly occurs to you right this moment as you hand it to Thorin that perhaps you need a stronger dose? Because of the
Yeah,
books
I like think it over and go, actually, you may want to drink them both at the same time if we go up against the spiders again, because the book that this is from is pretty old. They were smaller back then, so...
Would more of the same venom fuck you up if you still had the antidote for it?
It will only help against the venom. It's not going to protect you completely. So still try and not get bitten, but when you do, it might help.
Fair enough.
Do you happen to have 2 of those for me?
Are you planning to come with us if we go back to the forest?
I wouldn't say no.
You should totally
It's
join
about-
our team.
Tobias shrugs and hands you the vials.
Thank you. Shiny.
Also, how long did it take us to get to the forest and back?
About a
Day and
day,
a
I
half.
think.
Yeah, about a day and a half. Like 1 day to get to that AAA farm, and then half a day to get to the forest.
So then another day and a half back?
Well, I mean, it was half a day to get to the outskirts of the forest, so who knows how deep it goes.
Well, no, I'm just thinking if it's been a week, they owe us some money.
Oh no, I'm keeping a track of it. You haven't reached a week yet from the day you
Okay.
joined.
Okay. Well, should we talk to the captain about what's happening with the forest? If we've got, like, if we're going to head back in, or whether the job's just been dropped, or what's happening?
It's probably for the best. Just go give him a chat.
Okay. Does he look alright? Because he's been standing here drinking a long time, hasn't he?
He has. You see dark bags under his eyes, yet he leans over the barrel, takes a sip, looks at you, then takes another sip. He does not speak, however.
Is now a good time? We can come back later if you want to relax some more.
He says in a very calm voice, "Well, you're already here. Let's hear it. What do you need?"
We're wondering if there'd been any decisions made on the job for the alchemist with the spider and with the snake and spiders.
Ah, yes. I sent Antilex to go in to find Felimo. He returned with some news. Essentially, Felimo is upset that his guardsman that he sent with you disappeared, yet he would have no idea why, as the guardsman is one of his most loyal bodyguards, and he wouldn't shirk a duty or contract like that. So that is an anomaly, to say the least.
Does that guard have a place, like a house or something? Does he stay somewhere we could maybe go find him and ask him what's going on?
Most of the people who work as guards or servants, etc., they stay in their master's house.
And Velimo hasn't seen him.
We went to Velimo's place. Well, Antilex did, and the guard was nowhere to be seen. He still had most of his possessions within
AFK
his
for a
room.
bit, guys. Sorry.
Oh, good.
All good.
He's like, he still has most of his possessions in his room, however, so it's not like he ran away.
The way that he vanished was extraordinarily suspicious. We ended up looking around the place, turned pretty much the whole house upside down looking for him. It wasn't as if he left in a hurry, it was as if he just stopped existing.
He crinkles his eyebrows. That's... I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that.
Could have teleported somehow. We didn't see any
Well,
tracks leaving the
that's
house.
not a possibility, because we know that he is not magically gifted.
Do you know that?
We know
You've
that.
been hiding it from you?
I highly doubt it. If he did a heck of a job.
He also could have had some sort of enchanted item that let him do it, even if he himself wasn't magical.
When
Or
he
somebody
led
else did
you
it
from
for
the,
him.
When he led you from the Trident to where he disappeared, did he make any stops? Did he talk to anyone?
No, he was
Welcome back.
annoyingly, to be honest, he was a bit annoyingly concentrated on making all possible speed to the forest.
That might be due to a little bit of a scuffle between him and his master. Velimo said that he would not pay him on this trip.
Mhm.
Reasons, you'll have to ask the man himself, but he's not in this district.
We spent one night in a house that was owned by a few farmers.
No.
I don't know if that counts as a stop, as you said before.
Which
That's when he
house?
vanished.
Which farm?
I don't know if I got the name.
AAA, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
The brewery. Right. How are they, by the way?
They're actually recently in mourning.
Oh. Well, that's a bit of a shame. They provided most of the ale for the festival.
Yes,
seem
they're
like good people.
the eldest, the grandfather. He passed away while we were there.
Ah. Hopefully he managed to pass on his knowledge to his younger sons, and that they can continue to provide the Trident with ale. And he takes a long sip, then he sort of looks at the lot of you and sort of comes back on track and says, now, if he walked in, and that was the last you saw of him, none of that makes sense to me.
Neither to us.
Is there any way we could talk to Velimo? I know he's in a different district, but is there any way we could get temporary permission to...
No.
Travel there.
Exceptions are extremely rarely made. Yeah, have to either rise up in the ranks of the guild or procure enough money to make it into the next district.
How much money is that?
10,000 per head.
Yeah. Okay, well, don't think we're going to get much further on
He just says, oh,
that track.
as a bit of an advice, seeing as you obviously might be struggling for cash. The guild buys monster parts. And he turns around and says, Vanessa, what monster parts from the Forest of Vida are you buying again? And then she sort of like thumbs through some pages and goes, you're paying a pretty penny for some of the thoraxes of the spiders that are in there. You can knock up about 5 gold per thorax.
They are fairly large. The spiders are bigger than I am. I don't think we'd be able to carry back enough to make it worth the trip.
And then she says to you, just empty out the insides. The shell itself should be pretty light.
Oh, just the exoskeleton.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Should we... I'm in favor of taking another crack at the forest. I don't want to leave this half done.
I don't know what our game plan is if we do go back there.
Yes,
very
let's
least, we
discuss
can-
this in depth, please.
I remember. I remember last time we were discussing the possibility that like Snake could be reasoned with.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to abandon that possibility.
It was friendly.
Well, it didn't try and kill me when I ran up to it. It may have just not bothered. We didn't really
It-
interact with it that much.
Didn't it help you give Carlius's body to you?
It fell off his head. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. I think it's worth a shot, but don't go in with unreasonable expectations. We don't have any proof either way.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, we should be prepared to fight it, but
Yeah. At the very least, I'm in favor of going and killing a whole bunch of those bloody spiders.
Well, we have to be better prepared than we were last time.
Be more cautious this time. We know what to expect now, and we've got some advantages.
Well, do we have anything that can deal with large numbers like that? Like, they weren't. None of them were excessively tough, but
we know someone who makes black powder.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I
I
don't,
know
I don't know
Ooh,
that.
hello, Meta.
I mean, Tobias makes a gesture and a little candle flame appears above his hand. Says, I can cause a pretty wide swath of fire, but
I hope the flames went out. It was snowing. They should go out, right?
yeah, I mean, we haven't heard of we haven't seen any billows of smoke on the horizon, so I think that's fine. But yeah, I can hurt a fair few of them as long as they're clumped together easy enough. The trouble
about-
is,
So, sorry.
the trouble is I can't keep that up for very long.
What about a chemical approach? Because spiders and other insects and not insects but that class of creature, they don't actively respirate. So if we just release a gas, they'll just die because it just seeps into them.
I
Maybe,
could
but
go.
not in open air. I think if we're going into their tunnels, that might work. But I don't
They're
think it'll
both
work
worth
in open
following
air.
up on. I made a friend recently, actually, who I might go check up on with as well. It
Go
might be
on.
worth following that. But well, I'm not sure if he even has anything to offer, if he was just showing off.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, he had You guys probably aren't terribly familiar with this, but at least in my line of work, there's this grainy black powder that is extremely flammable. If you remember with the crossbows and the giant worm, those explosions, that was that.
That could be handy,
That sounds
but
good.
is that going
It's-
to be expensive?
I hope not. It's super dangerous.
It's an option to think about.
There were dwarven merchants, so it's probably worth checking out.
Okay.
What if we disguise ourselves as spiders?
I can't do that with magic,
Infiltrate
so
the-
you're going to have to create some sort of practical effects
It's-
prop.
Yeah, you just glue dog fur to mob sticks.
Let's call that Plan H.
So what are we doing right now to
This way
prepare?
makes my life.
I'm gonna go check out those dwarves.
I might come with you. I might be able to negotiate a better price.
That's probably a good idea.
Gaius, are you interested in joining us on this, or
I'll definitely join you to
Okay.
help you guys out. Absolutely.
well, at least for the time being, then, do you want to join our team so you get paid
Sure.
with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have to be evaluated?
It's just
Time-
a blood.
Cut to black. Time skip. Gaius comes back traumatized and beaten bloody.
Nah, Vanessa just says, no, not at all. You've already made your team rank.
Okay.
We're still the same rank, right?
Fine.
Are we still iron?
Barely.
Let's try and keep it that way. Welcome aboard, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, Throne and I'll go see about this black powder. Aiden, do you want to try and figure out that chemical approach? See if you can
Yeah, that
get
might be
something out.
Where was the apothecary again?
Just
Where
across
did it
from the
go?
bookshop.
Alright. See you guys.
Bye.
I'm gonna go check out on those dwarves. Where are you going, guys? You gonna go with Longshore? Or are you gonna come with us?
I'll probably come with you. Probably go with you guys.
All right.
Lead on, Throne.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, we're meant to go down an alleyway next to a tavern, and then press on a wall, and it opens up.
Was that alleyway we went to before we got chucked in the drunk tank?
I don't think so.
Because there was like an open air tavern. Or
No,
drinking place.
that's not it. I don't see any alleyways along here. Is this meant to be an alleyway? Because there's like a wall here.
You just walked past one a while ago.
Oh, did I?
But for the sake
There's
of
no-
keeping everyone together. Wait, what?
Oh, I thought that was.
It's like pitch black in there, so we didn't
Yeah.
notice it.
Yeah, I thought that was just a wall.
For the sake of keeping everyone together, I'll do Longshore real quick. You walk in, Laura Halfspree goes, Laura Halfspree.
Aiden Longshore, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to meet you.
Always a pleasure to meet a fellow naturephile.
I wouldn't call myself that, but sure.
Coming on a little bit strong there, Longshore.
Why do you guys follow me everywhere I go?
It's
Anyway,
just coincidence.
It's like when you say goodbye to someone and you end up walking in the same direction.
anyway,
So, what can I get you?
I'm looking for basically something to kill a lot of spiders really quickly. Preferably gaseous.
Ah, you must be from the same group as the other guy who just came through a few hours ago. He was buying anti-venom.
It isn't.
Now,
I'm looking for a way to gas their tunnels out.
normally I would allow this, but what's your organization?
What do you mean?
Who do you work for?
Myself. We're independent contractors.
And then, sorry, that's a no.
Who would I need to work for to get poison gas?
I cannot divulge that information.
Well, I will come back when I figured out who they are. Good day,
You
madam.
see us standing at this alleyway, like looking down at, being like, "Holy shit, that was so dark! I thought that was just a wall."
I've like clicked my fingers and lit my lantern. Oh,
What's
this
up,
looks.
Luca?
this
You're
looks,
right, quick. Did you get what you needed?
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
Apparently I have to work for someone that she won't tell me who it is to even get my hands on poison gas.
Did you mention the fact that we're part of the Karazdiin Union, the Adventurers Guild?
Does the Adventurers Guild count?
I walk in with him.
Yes, but
Oh,
what is your rank?
Iron?
Ah, and you see that's a problem.
Oh, sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say mithril.
Your badge?
me.
I left it in my other pants.
Then that's a no.
I regret walking in, I walk straight back out.
Well, I'll be back when I'm better.
Yeah, so welcome to the team, guys. As you can see, we're a professional bunch.
Consummate professional.
Absolutely.
Hey, I shoot things far. If you want words, find a language.
Is this it? No. Oh wait, there's a turn here. I can't. It's so dark. Thanks for the torch. Does anybody else feel like they're gonna get mugged?
You feel several explosions coming from the wall to your left. And every
That's a
now and
good
again,
sign, I
someone
think.
screams.
That's just the training. Wow, it is so dark down here. Is it this way?
Alright, Thorin, as soon as you get to there, you can roll a dexterity save.
Oh, okay.
No, well, you hear this as a cat runs past the corner. And you manage to lift your feet, and it doesn't scratch you all over the place. And it just scutters around up a little crack in the wall and then like jumps over to the other side of this wall.
Ah. How peculiar.
Was the cat singed at all?
No.
Wow, I had no idea these alleys went this far back. Where are we? Guys, I'm lost.
We're in the Trident.
Shut up, Aiden.
Always go left. We'll find our way there eventually.
Oh, and it goes this way now as well. Holy shit. This goes on forever.
So as you sort of get to about there, you start to hear various instruments that aren't like the festival playing from the other side of the wall. Sort of like seeps through this whole entire hallway.
This sounds about right, actually. Bring the torch up here.
I'm starting to think there was no trial of illusion. They just gave us LSD and threw us back here.
Let me just quickly run down this alley real quick. Can I borrow that torch?
Yeah, I like unclip the lantern from my belt, hand it over.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna quickly run down this alleyway to make sure that there's nothing down here. Wow, there is so much soot down here. Oh my god, why are there so many things? Oh, this is the way I think this is the direction I'm meant to be going. Come on, guys.
So as you sort of come up to about there, you see this wooden door off in the distance at the end of the hallway. And it too has one of those like eye slits about eye level.
Alright, knock knock.
Who's that?
The eye slit slides open and you see the head of a bald man who's peers through it and says, "Name?
Thorin?
How many?
4.
Who invited you?"
I met a rather charming dwarf out in the, what used to be the market square.
And his name?
Fuck.
Correct.
I do not remember at all.
Aww. He says, "Sorry, references only."
He was a dwarven smith. He worked with a merchant's guild. He's bald, big black beard. He probably has black powder on his hands.
He like narrows his eyes and thinks for a second, and then he slides the eye hole thing shut.
Oh. Well, that went well.
Yeah, if we had some black powder, we could get in here, no problem. We should go see that guy.
How truly ironic.
Can I roll a history to try and remember his name?
Yes,
Can I guidance myself? I don't want to get zapped by fucking.
you can guidance yourself because you've done so in the past. Of how,
Oh,
you know
okay.
it's Baxter from Bolvenberg.
Oh, Baxter, that's it.
Acronym BFB,
Alright, I'm not gonna-
which stands for Big Fucking Bombs. And you knock on the door. And then the thing slides open, and then he looks at you again. You again?
Did he drop out?
I think so.
This is so triggering. Oh, I'm back. Hello.
No.
All right, knock, knock, knock.
The thing slides open, and he says, "You again?"
Yeah, it took me a second. I had a brain fart. I remember his name though. It's Baxter.
Oh. Alright. And then he shuts the thing.
Was that good? I looked back at Tobias. You know about this kind of shit. Did I do it wrong or did I do it right?
We may be in the wrong place. Didn't you mention we had to knock
A
on a
second-
wall or something?
A second or so passes, and then the door slides open.
Hey! Come on in,
And
lads.
inside, you see you see this like very voluptuous woman standing behind the main counter serving some drinks. And
Holy
some
shit.
guards and shit. And
Voluptuous
also
is
a lot of
right. Holy
maids.
fucking hell.
And as soon as you step in, you hear the music of it playing. Very quote-unquote deserty.
That's kind of cool.
And then the woman behind the counter just says, hello you lot. Welcome to Sheila's bar. Come on, come up and say hi to me.
Sure. You can have your torch back, Tobias.
Ah, thanks. I'll clear the back of my belt and then snuff it out.
Now, what's a handsome man like you doing with all these others?
Jacob. We're here to say hi to someone, mainly.
Oh. Not to me?
I kind of look at Aiden and think, you already have one admirer, miss.
Oh, she holds it. She like reaches over and like sort of cups your cheeks with her hands.
Pass out.
Aren't you just the
Passes
sweetest
out.
queen?
Dies from a nosebleed.
And then she says, I can find someone to take care of you. Would you like that?
Oh, this is what this kind of place is.
I twitch on the ground in an affirmative way.
She looks at one of the maids who comes over, and then she curtsies a little bit and says, please follow me, sir.
I'd commando crawl up to her.
Oren, is this actually a
She
black
gets
powder
about there,
place?
and then she turns around and looks at Longshore and says, what would you prefer? The black seductress of pain?
Yo.
Tobias turns around and leaves.
The red-horned she-devil of pleasure? The infinite purple woman of psychic pleasures and infinite voids? Or would you like the run-of-the-mill?
I'm gonna go with the red horn she-devil. Wait, no, infinite purple woman.
For the infinite purple void experience, it will be 40 gold up front.
I cannot say no. Here we go.
You give
Oh my
her
God,
40
really?
gold, and then she gestures to the hallway to your right, and the guard sort of like steps to one side, allowing you through.
Aiden is quite literally going to have his mind blown.
And then as you turn around and you look over to the maid again, she points to the other curtain. And then you step through the curtain, and inside you see this purpley woman. She sort of like shimmers all around the side, and then she goes, hello, sir. Come, take a seat.
And back to the rest of the party.
Alright, and the maid eventually comes back, and then Sheila sort of looks at the rest of you and goes, and how can I help the rest of you?
We're actually here on business.
Oh, what kind of business? And who with?
There's someone here named Baxter, he's a dwarf. Oh, no, Baxter. Yeah.
You'll want to head down the hallway, past the largest curtain down there. You should be amongst the crowd.
Alright, thank you.
Can't we just engage in a different kind of business first, like our side gig? No.
She looks
You're
at
welcome.
you. If you wish.
You're welcome to.
We have
Tobias and I
plenty
are
of
good
room
here,
here.
though.
Feel free, guys. We'll be over here.
No, I better do the right thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Aww.
I know.
This is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Alright. You guys step through the curtain, revealing a fairly large guest room, if you will. Various people are sort of sitting down. Various quote-unquote strippers on the tables and what's not. And you see a lot of people well-dressed, very noble-looking, and several guards, as well as various women chained up against their will on the walls. At the very front, you see this one man dressed very well, and he addresses the crowd as a lot of you sort of walk in, and the mercenaries directly behind you sort of say to each of you, take a seat.
Alright.
Sure thing. Well, scary people.
Yep, I'm just going to sit here.
So the man at the very front goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure. Now, it will be yours. Enjoy." And he starts to leave with various guards in tow.
I suddenly feel like this was not the best course of action I could have taken.
Now, Longshore, you're going to have to roll a wisdom save.
That's fair.
Delighted school. Oh my god.
And then also a constitution save.
Aiden has herpes.
Oh, well, there you go. You, as soon as you enter into the room and then she says, "Take a seat," she says, "Come." You can imagine what happens to that word. And then you take a you take a single step towards the bed, you immediately collapse and pass out. But then as you pass out, the world sort of swirls back into consciousness again, and then you're laying on the bed looking at her. And then you see just thousands and thousands of copies of her laying on the bed with you. You are currently naked, being fed grapes and various other fruits. And then the room disappears, and now you're sort of like falling in space, quite weightless, swirling ever so slightly. And then she laughs in your ear several times.
I regret nothing. I feel like I've spent more of this session unconscious.
Also, there was supposed to be something else. Yeah. So for the rest of this day, you get to roll your Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength saves at advantage.
Yahoo! I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Alright, but then everyone else sort of sits down, and eventually one of the maids comes over with various drinks in tow, and then puts it on the table for you.
As she's there, I'll say, "Can you send a drink to that dwarven man over there?
She
Tell him
nods,
it's from me."
and then she quite simply heads on over. She leans in a little bit, and then you see Baxter lift his head and turn over to you. And then he sort of like does a "excuse me" gesture to the other ladies, and then he walks on over. And then he says, "Ah, didn't expect you to bring friends. Didn't think you had any."
Oh
Wow.
And then he drinks from his mug.
Take a sip as well, I guess. Thanks, man.
A big sip.
So,
Well,
what
just-
can I get you?
I was actually here to follow up in what you were talking about before in the square.
Ah, right. Well, what are you after specifically?
As many big, dangerous things as we can carry.
You'll probably blow yourself to bits.
That's fine. I fixed worse.
He holds a fairly small little black bomb, and then he goes, "The way we do these things is we inscribe them with runes, and they trigger on a spellcast. Certain ones that we know. And it's sort of like attuning to an item, so they only detonate when you wish. However, sometimes the trigger can go off unexpectedly. Even a small bomb like this," and then he holds it with like his index finger and his thumb, and he says, "can blow a man in half."
How big is the explosions we're talking about here?
He turns around to look at the room, and then he says, "If I had a palm-sized one of these, this whole entire room would be cleared.
And how much would those cost?
300 gold for those ones.
Damn. How about that little one you're holding now?
This one, 50 gold a pop."
What if we buy in bulk?
Well, depends for
Get a
what
bit of a
purpose.
discount for that.
These are fairly traceable, and seeing as you're new
Yeah.
here, looking quite, and he looks you up and down, not of this walk of life, you could very well make mistakes that could be tied back to us, and that would be detrimental to business.
We are taking them out of the city. We don't plan to use them here. We've got some big, bad, creepy crawlies.
Oh. And how exactly are you hoping to use these bombs against them? And then Aiden, you come out of your hummingness and then you wake up.
How do we plan to use them, is what you said?
Yeah, so he's like, how do you plan to use them against these creepy crawlies?
With brutal efficiency, I hope.
Consummate skill.
Well, are you looking to kill their spiders, kill their eggs, kill the burrows, the tunnels, the trees? You have to be specific so I know what dose to give you.
All of those except the trees.
I don't think there's much point in us collapsing the burrows, because they'll just come up somewhere else, so...
Either way, it can still buy us time.
True.
Aiden pops through the curtains. And he just says, well, you see, the thing is, if you blow some of their other burrows and concentrate them in a single tunnel, then one of these bad boys will probably take them all out, rather than fling one per one or two spiders at a time. Because that will cost you dearly, and don't get me wrong, I'd love for you to buy that many, but, well, some of them are reserved for other customers.
So if we ask you for ones designed to bring down the tunnels, they're not going to be as effective on the creatures themselves?
No, but they'll be much safer. You can set them down, you can write your rune, you can set the time before it detonates on its own. Gives you plenty of time to leave the area.
Okay.
Unlike the others that you throw, the ones that you throw, a single bump, maybe on the road, on the horse, you could end your own life.
That makes sense. Okay, so if we buy a few of those ones designed for the tunnels, buy a few of those, is there any chance of us getting a discount?
How many do you plan? Do you even know how many burrows there are?
No, but I'd say a lot.
Dozens.
So you said there were 50 gold each for the small ones?
For the small one, yes. For the ones that you want to plant down, they're going to be 60 gold each. I call them Baxter's Poppers.
Okay. Can we trade for them? Have a few
He
valuables?
leans back in his chair that starts to creak. What do you have to offer?
We have some diamonds, gesture at Thorin, and at the moment there's some mithril being processed by customs that maybe we could part with in exchange for some once that's through.
Longshore, you're going to say something?
Yeah, would I know, because beasts are my favorite enemy, spiders of this kind, would they have like, sort of like a queen or a main area of the nest? I relay this information, like, we might actually not need all that many. That'd be like a central cabin.
You say one of those ones that we can put down and leave it, it would be enough for something like a room of this size or even more?
Oh, no. We're talking about this one. And he holds out the palm-sized one, and he very carelessly drops it onto the table with a bit of a clank. Makes it very uneasy.
Tobias flinches.
And he's like, no, these ones will cost you 300 gold, but for the ones that'll collapse the tunnels, only 60 gold a pop. If you're able to find the throne room, well, I suppose, and he looks at Longshore, you obviously know how these things work. The spiders, that is.
Yeah, I've seen one or two.
You can close off some entrances so that you're not bitten from behind. The spiders themselves can't burrow that fast, so it's not like they can make other tunnels should you collapse some that quickly.
That could be exactly what we're looking for.
I like this plan.
Okay, so
What if we combine?
We'll warn you, however.
Yes.
I've received a few reports from some of my own people. The spiders in the Forest of Vita seem to be... a hive mind would not be the right word to say, but they definitely seem more intelligent than your typical spiders.
Okay. So, diamonds and mithril, would that be good
Well,
enough
how
to
much
trade?
do you have?
Well, that depends on how much Thorin is willing to give up for this. Like, just straight over to Thorin.
How much is mithril like for its weight?
How many pounds do you have?
3?
You literally have like 6,000 gold worth of mithril.
Cool. So it's like 2,000 per pound?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
We could drive them into the main area and use a big one.
I'm
Wipe them
just
all
more
out.
worried about being overwhelmed like last time.
He leans in and says, you could drive them into a large area and blow them all up, but the problem with this large one is how far can you throw?
I mean, I can throw it and just teleport away. So,
That's true.
yeah. Heck, if we know where the place is, I can teleport in there and teleport out.
Could those little ones be made into arrowheads? You just have to shape them a little differently.
Do you really want them knocking around in a quiver against each other?
No, we can throw them 900 feet then, so...
Yes, it's definitely something to put in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about them bumping into each other.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So, Thorin, are you happy to trade some mithril for a heck of a lot of explosives?
It's still being processed, but
Yeah.
we're good on our word. In fact, if you were to
He
say
slides
something
over a
along the
piece
lines
of paper.
Oh. Okay.
As much as I
Read
respect your word, ink on paper does more talking.
Just the word
Oh, for
"no"
sure.
is written on it in large letters.
Is this like a contract or something?
No, just a trade.
But is there like,
Let's just say you're
Small
making a
print.
healthy donation to Sheila's Inn, trying to reinforce some of the collapsing pillars, and he sort of looks around to the rooftops and the walls.
Of course. Just something to help the place maintain.
Of course.
I would be willing to part with, let's say, 500 gold worth of mithril.
We can do that.
how much was the big bomb? Okay.
Small cracker with an A. Alright.
We'll keep that in the bag of holding and not touch until we need it. Okay, so if we get the big bomb and
Well, how much should we planning on spending? Like, let's set out a proper shopping list before I pull out my credit card.
we don't know how many tunnels there are, but we should plan for a lot, I think.
Agreed.
Oh, he leans in. I know I'm a dwarf. He looks down. Yeah, definitely a dwarf. The only other thing that you might want to consider is that if those tunnels go underneath the road and you blow them to hell, it could cause a lot of structural integrity issues. That's on the main road between the Trident and the Holy See. And if you were to do that, you would be disrupting trade routes.
It seems to be happening more
Caravans.
towards more deeper in the forest, more towards the shore.
He raises his hand. Just a warning.
I appreciate it.
Don't want you to suddenly, end up on the chopping block.
Okay. So, one big cracker and 300. Math.
What's that shopping list looking like, Tobias? How much gold do we want to spend?
If we...
'Cause we definitely want one big one, two
Yeah.
or three smaller ones, and then the handheld ones, like the ones that we just throw, those 50 gold ones. I'm not sure if those are even worth it. Like, we can
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking...
feel pretty confident smashing things with my hammer.
We get 8 of the timed ones. Do you think that'll be enough to... That should cover most of the entrances, I think.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
We might even have some to spare, but
Which wouldn't be a bad thing. They could...
yeah.
And the other thing is, also, welcome back, by the way, Wegs. The other thing is, with the 300 GP one, 300 gold ones, use it once. There's 300 gold. If you miss, well,
We won't miss. I'll plonk it down right there and teleport out. No throwing involved.
just devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm a big fan of the 6x8, 8x60 GP ones, just because it gives us more shots.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get 8 timed ones?
Yeah, and one big cracker. That's 780 gold.
Ooh, that's a lot of gold.
I feel like an explosion that big though. Like, can we?
Say again. You were very quiet there.
Sorry, with an explosion that big, how would we even miss?
It's not so much missing as throwing it far enough that we don't die.
Well,
But
yeah,
I can get around that with the teleport.
Not dying is good.
Okay. Does that sound like a plan, everyone? Small, 8 timed ones, 1 big one.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you alright with giving up that much mithril, Thorin?
There's so much mithril.
That's not even like half of 1 pound, though, right?
Well, it's 2,000 a pound,
Yeah.
so it'd be a little bit under half of a pound.
Yeah. Still plenty left to play with for your fancy armor and weapons and stuff.
Yeah. So how much mithril am I marking off? How much was it again? 760?
780.
700. Alright. I'm terrible at math. How much mithril is that? It's 2,000 a pound.
If you just like write down, I'd just keep track of it as like a gold figure instead of pounds.
I suppose.
Guesstimating
The only
it,
problem with that is
it'd be like half a
we
pound.
need to use the pounds to calculate if he's going to change it into a weapon.
Yeah, like the weight is important.
Yeah.
So it'd be about 8/20ths, so 4/10ths, 2/5ths, 2/5ths of a pound off. So you're giving away 2/5ths of the pound, I think.
Alright.
Don't you just... I'm fucking shit at math, don't listen to me.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it as well. I'm like trying to like... I'm just staring at these numbers, just like, I don't even...
If 1 pound is worth 2,000,
So 760 GP worth is what you're spending, correct?
780.
Oh, okay. So 780 is...
If it's
Divide by
2,000,
It is
2,000.
If it's
0.39% of... 39% of a pound.
If it's 2,000 per pound, then it's 1,000 per half a pound. So just take the amount, divide that by 2, and you're missing that much gold. Sorry, I'm missing that much of a pound of mithril.
So you have 2.61. You have 2.61 pounds of mithril now. If you give that away.
Yeah, that's,
All right.
that's where my math came into as well. That sounds about right to me.
Yes, yes,
0.39.
that's a fine business.
0.39. So let's just say that.
Yes. All right. So yeah, I'll take that piece of paper, and I guess I look up at Baxter and I say, "What exactly would you like me to write?"
Write your name, what you're giving me. Then he slides over a letter opener. Mark it with your blood.
Oof. Okay, sure, fuck it. I'm down. I like to live dangerously. I do all of that.
As you slide it back to him, he inspects it. Then he uses the same pen, a letter opener, and cuts a little bit on his thumb, and he marks it with his blood. And then he folds the paper up. Oh, I'll have it delivered to you shortly.
Is that some kind of magical oath, or is it just really morbid?
No, I'm sure it's a way to find me if I don't pay up on my end. But I'm not worried about that.
And before long, two maids sort of like come past the it's curtains, and then they come up to you, and then they slide past Tobias and Longshore, and then they put on 2 small black crates, and then they leave.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
And
Actually, now that I think about it, my trade goods might actually be done now because it's been an extra day. I might be able to just go get them mithril right now.
Well, you signed the thing, so you can go get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's like an entirely legal thing that we just did, so I'd rather not show that to the show that to the guys who are.
You're making a
Handling that.
donation. It's fine. Plus, we saw a guy get murdered in the streets before, and the guards didn't bother to take the body away for a couple of hours, so...
Yeah, but then we did see that same guy get his head chopped off in public stage.
I think it'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Alright. We should probably go get the bag of holding before we try and leave the city.
Okay,
Does someone want to go get the bag of holding, come back here, we'll put the shit in the bag, and then gear up and leave?
did they actually take the bag off us?
yeah, so nothing but your clothes and your coins.
Okay.
For the sake of brevity, you can just say you just did that.
Okay, so we just go... Okay, thank you. Alright, so I kind of just hold open the bag of holding and just, like, put my arm on one side of the crates and just scoop them all in.
Well, you want to put them in individually. Yeah, that's a bit... yeah, I, like, put a hand on you on the crates to stop you doing that, because these are volatile explosives.
Alright, fine. I peel off the top, and then I empty the contents onto the table. No, I'll take the top off and put them in one at a time.
One at a
casually
time,
in the bag.
generally.
And then he says, make
So I
sure you guard the bag with your life. Because, as I said, these spiders are intelligent, and should you try to, you know, pull out the bombs whilst holding the bag, one single bad blow, one unlucky blow, and, well, this is the last time we'll be doing business.
I might like gesture to Thorin to hand me the bag. Since I'm the one that can teleport, maybe I should hold on to the high explosives for this
You're
mission.
always getting fucked there.
Just
Not
like
last
you know,
session,
I
I was
came back
fine.
and heard, yeah, take them off, and then we'll put them in one at a time, but gently.
The bombs in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
I agree that usually I'm the punching bag, but for this mission, I think it makes the most sense. I can teleport away from danger if need be.
Fair enough. And if the spiders are so smart that they can see us taking just like what could be fruit out of a bag and then seeing us explode them later on and add those two together. We probably shouldn't even touch the bombs until we
need them.
Yeah, until we really need them.
Okay. Should we?
Alright, they're in the
Kill
bag of
some
holding, right?
spiders.
I'll add them into the party inventory, because bag of holding.
Yeah. I'll
Baxter
thank.
just stands up and he's like, well, if that's all.
Yes. Thanks for doing business with us. Hopefully, we'll see you again sometime.
Will do, he says as he returns to his table.
How much do the bombs weigh?
So for the... Why did I even write this? So for the 50 GP small crackers, they're gonna they're gonna weigh 2 pounds each. For the big one, it's gonna weigh 20 pounds. And
Damn.
for the 60 ones, they're gonna weigh about 7 pounds each.
Alright, we didn't get any of the small ones, right? We just got one
Yeah.
big one and 8 little ones?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Okay. What time is it? Well, we probably can't see outside now, but what time was it when we entered?
About afternoon.
Okay. Should we go rest up and tomorrow we'll go kill a whole bunch of spiders?
Sounds good.
Okay.
I wonder if we can get Jordan to come with us to the apothecary to back us up on getting that gaseous evil
Yeah,
shit.
because I was thinking, like, what if we went with both approaches? Like, we seal off the main chamber after we throw a gas bomb.
Yeah, like it couldn't hurt to have both, but I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to get that gas.
If we take Jordan with us, we might be able to.
Well, he couldn't get us into like another area of the city. I think they're pretty strict.
Yeah, but
Stuff.
the apothecary specifically said,
People
like,
of a certain rank.
yeah.
That was for the other areas of the city as well, though. Had to be a rank or have a whole bunch of money.
Well, I mean, he's
No,
Metro.
this is
She's
this is just
operating in the poor district.
yeah. She's just like an apothecary. She's just like a chick.
Yeah, can give it a shot. I don't hold high hopes, so it'll work.
I think it's just like a control thing, so like someone can't walk in off the street and be like, "Hey, can I have deadly chemicals?" Thanks.
True.
Alright.
No,
I think
no
this is
harm
good
in
idea.
trying.
Alrighty. I guess we head off to the apothecary then. I would like to stop by the that other place. Wait, if we just like, hey, I'm just gonna go and get the bag of holding and come back, can I like quickly have checked if my mithril is ready as well?
Yeah. Like when you're getting the stuff, he's just like, oh, well, seeing as you're here, most of your goods are accounted for.
Oh sweet, so I've got all my trade goods now.
Yeah, everything's
Okay, cool.
available now.
I will go over to Baxter and sit down and kind of just like, well, this place is, he was fucking holding bombs and throwing them around and shit. People here don't give a fuck. I will just take out a chunk of mithril, like almost half a pound of it, and just plop it on the table in front of him.
Oh, actually, I just realized, whilst he got the people to get the bomb for you, and now...
Oh, right,
I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
timeline and everything. So once you got back to get the mithril from him, right?
Yeah.
You would already know that the amount that you've given is already missing.
Oh, okay, cool. So it was just gone already. Ah, easy enough. All right, there we go. All paid for and done. That went a lot smoother than I thought it would. And
Really?
Longshore, yeah, Longshore, you even had a fun time, and you didn't even miss out on the conversation too much,
Right?
which
It was
is. Don't know if you should be embarrassed about that or not. Off we go.
Oh,
Wait, come back, light source. Oh no. Ah!
great. Wow, that must be embarrassing for you.
Get along so well.
Just a really happy bunch. Nice eyes, mortal.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's just a dead end.
I've no. Should we? Might as well just
Right.
explore.
Yeah, dead
you can
end.
climb it. It's a DC 12 athletics climb.
I'd rather not be seen climbing out of an alley.
Yeah, it might be suspicious. we're already under suspicion of murdering a halfling, so let's not draw attention.
No, you make a good point.
And
That was quite an
Gaius
adventure.
drowns in his sorrows.
Yeah, what the fuck is guys?
Okay. Well, I've got no plans till tomorrow.
I might go swing by the blacksmith one more time now that I've got all my shit.
Cool.
Oh, we should also figure out a way to get back into the city once we leave again without having to go through all that hubbub.
Well, I don't think I should try teleporting, or I may just be struck down on the spot. According to our friend from the prison. I think we're just gonna have to bear.
Oh, point of order, you have your trade goods. So, like, no.
Yeah,
weapons and stuff.
my trade goods, yeah.
Just in case.
I can teleport with only a vocal component. Aha.
Do I have my like my tent and shit as well?
Yeah, just like specifically no weapons and armor.
Okay, cool. I'm going to. Does anybody mind if I put like my tent and all my super heavy shit in the bag?
How wide
I
is
don't
the
mind.
bag's mouth?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it specifies.
Yeah,
Find
that
out.
might be the sticking point. You can't fit it in.
2 feet in diameter.
That's probably enough.
So it's like 60 centimeters across. That's actually pretty wide.
Wait, 2 feet is 60 centimeters?
A foot is ruler length.
Really? I had no idea. Oh yeah, that's that was just bigger than I thought it would be.
And it's only
Alright,
4
yeah, no,
feet, 4 feet deep as well.
That's fine. Alright. I will, does anybody else have any heavy shit that they don't want to carry? Oh yeah, I gotta fucking take this whistle of summoning out of my inventory. I never want to see that fucking thing again.
Well, you don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm taking it out of my inventory.
Ah, right, yeah, gotcha.
Just remember,
Cool.
Thorin, if the bag is damaged, all the stuff in there's lost, so don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's true, and I guess I can carry it fine. I have 2 torches, I didn't even realize. Well, I have them now. And I've got cool traveling clothes. My common clothes are torn to fuck. It's probably not even worth keeping them. Or even just trying to sell them.
Just throw them at a passing halfling.
Alrighty, so we're just fighting around till the end of the day, we leave in the morning?
I think so.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright, yeah, sure.
I will take my goodies back to the blacksmith.
It is.
Just stop by the clothiers while you guys are doing stuff.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll just go with Thorin.
Although I'm filled with dread by this decision.
Wait, he's going to get clothes? I'm absolutely fucking coming with.
Hello.
Oh, you go in and then the clothes master sort of raises a hand. Oh, greetings! Come closer. Come much
I
closer.
really quickly run off, grab a mug of ale, and run back.
I've got some pretty fine. Where is it? Got some pretty fine red linen here. I was wondering if you wanted to take it off my hands.
Why, you look so small. You're like a child.
Half step back.
Now where did you
so-
procure this fine linen?
Just next town over. Picked it up for a good price. Thought I could sell it here.
Isn't that from a corpse originally?
Yeah, that's a deception. So do you want me to roll for that?
Yes, you can.
Actually, we took it off a dead body.
Oh well. He's
I'm going to
absolutely-
re-roll that. Re-rolling that.
Why?
Because it's a natural one.
No,
Oh, no,
that's him.
Never
No, that's
mind.
him.
Sorry, I was looking at your roll. Never mind.
That's his insight.
Yeah, he's so fully enamored by your childlike features. He's just like, oh, from the next town over, why, of course. Ah,
He shouldn't find childlike
Let-
features so appealing. I find
let
this
me
very troubling.
let me see. And he holds his hands out for you to pass the red
I,
silk over.
I hand it over.
He tries to grab your hands.
I do
It's
not.
the
Let
tiny
him.
little-
I hand him the material.
You can
I like
try.
hold it by
Dexterity.
the end. I like hold it by the end and drop it onto his hand.
You can try with dexterity. Just normal.
Save or just a check?
Just a dex check, do it. Get diddled, friend. Oh.
His hands are shaking so much, and as he grabs onto the linen, he's like, "Oh, such fine linen! I've never seen such fine red linen in all the years of my clothing years. Are you sure I can't make anything for you?"
I'm fine with my clothes at the moment, thanks.
But they look so rugged. See there, I can
They
see
are,
your
but-
abdomen.
Yeah, go on, Tobias. Get dressed up. Go on.
You know, it's like I've kind of got used to these clothes. Like, yeah, they're fine as they are. Thanks for the offer, though. But back to the topic at hand. How do you feel about purchasing that fabulous material there?
Well, it depends how much you're asking for it.
I think 80 gold is reasonable for such fine
Such a high number.
craftsmanship.
I didn't think you were one to bargain like that. Ah, but it's alright. I'll let it slide. 80 gold it is. 80 gold it is. And then he holds out 80 gold. Then he also procures 5 silver. Plus tax, he says.
Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine.
I walk backwards out of the shop. Well, that was disturbing.
Yeah, imagine him feeling you up to get your measurements.
I'd rather not. I hand everybody.
Oh,
$20.
Tobias, your
Oh, wait.
your boyish charms.
I'm gonna hang on to this if that's alright, because it's almost exactly what I spent on the anti-venom. So
Yeah, go for it. I mean, it's your goods. You sold it.
Well, we all had the linen, but
I put my hands on his shoulder, and I say, "We aren't communists here, Tobias." And then I leave.
thanks, I suppose.
To the smithy.
You go into the smithy,
Woo!
and they are yet again still peering over this mysterious armor. Then as you walk in, Victor immediately turns around and he runs right up to your face, and then his forehead almost touches yours, and then goes, "Ah, no, never mind, I lost it. Damn it,
What? What?
damn it." Ah. And he goes back to the armor.
Can I roll an insight to see what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, sure, go nuts.
That's not very good. It's a nat 6 right there.
You have no idea what happened.
Feels bad.
As far as you're aware, he just tried to kiss you.
Somehow I feel like that isn't the case, but I feel like, excuse me, Victor.
Yes, yes, he says, sort of like waving a hand behind him without actually turning around.
My trade goods have just been processed, and I have my hands back on my mithril.
Simunda turned around. Mithril, you say?
Indeed.
And how may I help with that?
I have 2 weapons that are currently in customs. One is a longsword, and one is my own warhammer.
Right.
It's made almost entirely from mithril. I was wondering if you could help me transfer the flaming enchantment over to my warhammer.
I believe I was speaking to you about this but a few days ago. I had asked you to speak to Gurika about magic, did I not?
And she's the person in the rich district, right?
Yes.
Hey. Alright, but you are versed in magic, maybe not as much as he, but could you at least let me know how many resources such a thing might take up?
Well, if you have the mithril to coat the weapon in to make it steady and capable of withholding the enchantment, which you obviously do, that's already step 1 complete.
You'll need exactly 3 pounds.
As to remove the enchantment, you'll need to speak to Gurika about that. He's much more
Alright.
well versed in it.
Did he work with? Did he work with my father ever?
I cannot say for sure, but we definitely did work with him in the past. Every now and again, for parties that wanted to go to the moor, they would ask for magical enchantments of various kinds, whether on their armor or their weapons, and we always took those orders to Gurika.
Alright. I also have a platinum ingot here, and I've never had many opportunities to work with platinum, so I'm not exactly sure what I should be doing with it.
With this platinum ingot, you could very obviously sell it for gold, but boring. Instead, you could probably
Agreed.
use it to... he turns around to Victor, then turns back to you. You could use it to reinforce your armors or your weapons. Though they're just fairly basic reinforcements, but... well, that would mean they won't be able to actually withhold an enchantment, not like Mithril. But platinum is sturdy enough.
Alright. And a single ingot isn't enough to make a proper blade or anything.
To make a blade from scratch? No. But to
So,
enhance a current one, perhaps?
I look around to everybody around me. Specifically, I look down at Aiden's bow. And then I think for a moment. Do you have much experience with bows, Samunda?
Victor deals with all the weapons. He's most certainly dealt with bows in the past. He sort of looks over his shoulder at Victor, then looks back to you. Obviously, he's a little busy right now.
He seems a bit preoccupied.
My bow is pretty magical already, though.
Fair enough. But still, having you being even more deadly is nothing but an advantage
just
for the
says-
party.
But what of the arrows you shoot?
Like the way this guy thinks.
Yeah.
I rolled 20 and died.
Oh, rip.
Is there any way to like improve a magical focus?
That seems more like a mithril kind of thing.
Yeah, I just like don't know at all what you'd have to go through to do that. So
Yeah, we'll probably take that to the guy that Samunda was just talking about in the rich district.
Honestly, though, when it comes to my arrows, I much prefer the idea of poisons and stuff I can dip them in. Because if I have like super special magic arrows, I'll never use them. 'Cause I'll always... No, like look, I'll just never use them because I'll be like, no, I can't waste it on this. I can't waste it on this. and I'll
You're
get to
that type of gamer.
Yeah.
I'll get to the end of the game with a full quiver of magic arrows.
Everybody knows the
we're
pain of
facing
playing.
God himself.
Yeah.
But
But
the
what if we
next fight
face it?
might be even trickier.
Yeah, like what if we face his dad?
It's like every person who's ever played Skyrim, you get to like a
Yeah.
point in the game where you've just got a billion potions of every kind. Just like,
Yeah.
why do I even carry these? Alright. Perhaps I should just lay it into my armor then. Oh,
Well, how much platinum do you have? He says.
I have one ingot. And I pull it out of my pouch.
Oh. I mean,
It's not terribly much.
you could probably use it for the framing of a shield. And he looks at Aiden's bow. Or we could use it for the framing of the bow itself. It's your pick.
Did Weg's microphone just pick up my sneeze?
Would framing the bow. See, I don't know if that would actually help very much, except just making it look pretty.
Yeah,
Well,
like
there
I
are
don't-
certain ways that Victor works with his metals. If you were to frame a bow with his craftsmanship, not only could you increase its damage potential, but its sturdiness.
does
Most
sound good.
strings are made of just basic material, but imagine string lined with platinum. It would never snap.
I can't really have my bowstring snap again. That was
Oh.
the worst.
Oh yeah. Are you still using a tendon as your bowstring?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe that's the way that we should take this.
I mean, that's what most bowstrings are, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mine's just a bit more DIY.
Maybe we should do that instead. I wouldn't mind
Shouldn't
lining
take
my shields
too
with
much
it, though.
material.
No.
Drawing just the string.
Well,
Try
there
both.
is the surface fee, unfortunately. For you, that is. Fortunate for me.
Fair enough. How much would that be?
250 gold for the service.
50 gold.
Quarter of 1,000. Quite pricey, I know.
I have to get back to you on that one.
It's definitely something worth looking into as well. I would love to learn from Victor.
Well,
Is there?
good luck extracting blood from stone. He turns and looks
Yeah, I
at Victor.
know. That's the impression that I was getting as well. Still, that's one of the main reasons I even came to the Trident in the first place. So hopefully I could just wear him down over time. He might eventually just teach me, just to get me to go away.
Perhaps.
Do you really
Um,
want that kind of relationship with like as the apprentice folk, where it's like he's just teaching you, so you'll fall eventually?
I mean, if that's the last resort, then yes. if there's no other way it's gonna happen, then I will resort to that.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. Do you want to? Do you want to bedazzle your bowstring, Longshore?
I can't really afford it. I'll do it later.
How much was it? It was 50 gold.
250.
250.
Which
Yeah,
is a lot.
perhaps after this job we might have enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sell some thoraxes and come back.
Yeah,
How much did
Alrighty.
they say they was going to give us, like, for each thorax?
fucking 5 gold.
Yeah, yeah, 5 gold.
Yeah,
Okay,
not very
well,
much.
Not really. even
Explode the
worth it.
nest. There should be a fair bit though.
I don't know how much they'll pay
Yeah.
for thorax chunks.
Depends how well they survive.
If you get
Suppose.
them, if you get enough to make a whole one, I guess you can 5 gold out of it.
Glue them together.
Big Thor.
Frank.
Alright. Well, I think that's all we have. That's all the business we have here today. Thank you for your time, Samunda.
Oh, it's quite alright. Feel free to visit us anytime. It's not like we'll be going anywhere.
Fair enough. Also, just if either of you ever have any time, I'd be willing to just donate some of my materials to either of you, just so you can teach me how to work it properly.
That
You
sounds
can
like
have
a
what
fair
we
deal, I suppose.
Yeah, you can have whatever we work with, just as long as I come away with the knowledge afterwards.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. Alright, bid you good day. Good luck with your
you too.
strange green suit of armor.
Yep.
Still reckon you should soak it in water.
Maybe, as I walk away, or maybe take it to the guy in the rich district. Alrighty. So, where are we sleeping?
Want to try the whatchamajigger again?
Well, maybe.
let's-
Oh, wait, Gaius, he
Yeah,
doesn't
I
know
was
you're with
going to
us.
say.
Do you want to go and try and?
I'll try and wrangle it.
Alright,
Maybe smooth him
actually,
over a bit.
Could
Tell
we
us how-
just, Could we just sleep out in the street? 'Cause
that sounds super uncomfortable.
we've got the fancy tent though.
We do. They got like bedrolls and shit as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have my bedroll. That was in my original backpack that got stolen, never to be seen again. I've still got a picture of that. Should I just delete it at this point? I feel like it's never gonna come back.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, just
Like next
Now
section,
with
it's just gonna be
Carlius
like,
out of
Yeah.
the picture, probably, yeah.
for funsies, let's see what I've got in it. Fucking nothing. A bedroll. A tinder box. Some rope. We need some fucking rope.
I have heaps of rope.
I've got rope as well.
Awesome.
I have like 100 feet of it.
My old smith tools. No, my whole notebook is gone. Fuck me. And a crowbar. No, that's fine. I'm not losing anything important. Alright, delete. Goodbye forever.
So long, thanks for all the fish.
All right, I'll see if I can wrangle a room now.
Alright, let's just not stand in the doorway or anything. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
getting some more food though. This place fucking awesome. I love free food.
I'll
Well,
be,
you guys try for the food. I'll go in here and do we each want our own bed / amenities, or
if
I mean,
possible.
unless you feel like bunking with Longjaw, then yeah. Tell us how much it is and we'll split it up when you come back out.
okay?
I'll be back in a bit, guys. You guys keep going.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I walk in.
Alright. Maxa just gives you a look. And just very slowly says, welcome?
I am not like those people. I sit down. Look,
He doesn't know you're with us.
I thought he would have seen you on the outside, like talking to me outside the door.
We're not near the door.
Oh, then never mind. So, I was wondering, do you have any rooms at this fine establishment that I may be able to partake in for the night?
We have a communal sharing room. That's all we
Sounds-
can really afford.
That's not a problem. How many spare bunks, I guess, or spare spaces do
We've
you
got
have?
about 8 beds that are unused, I think.
Okay. Well, can I please grab 4 of those?
Sure, 2 gold a head.
2 gold a head, not a problem. I'll give over
Plus
8
tax,
gold.
so 6 silver.
Where does this tax come from all of a sudden? But I hand over the 8 gold and 6 silver.
You do so. And then he hands you a key.
A key. Okay, so just double checking, is it the same key opens every box, or?
No, just to open the front door.
Oh, I see. Thank you. If I want to have a secure storage area, like a chest or something like that, do you have one of those?
That's going to be another 2 gold and 3 silver pieces.
I see. Okay. 2 gold and 3 silver. I rent one of those. Rent one of those.
Alright. And then he procures another key and hands it over the counter to you.
I accept that key and head off. Oh, sorry. Before I head off, I thank him kindly.
Yeah, he
And
just
head off.
waves you off as you leave the room. And seeing as we're doing a bit of respite, do you guys want to take a quick water break?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
Cool, cool.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. How long are we going for? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
Alright.